Alrighty, we are live with our special Good Friday edition of Pathfinder. Just as a recap, you guys have ventured forth into the Stolen Lands, into an area known as the Rosterland Hinterlands and the Greenbelt, with basically a writ of order from the Brevi Sword Lords, giving you guys the authority to deal with banditry in the area. You stopped off at a little place called Oleg's Trading Post, run by Oleg and Svetlana, a very lovely couple who had been experiencing some difficulties with bandits. Bandits coming by to claim that they were taking taxes. You dealt with them fairly easily, kept a couple of them alive to put on trial and to interrogate to find out more about what's going on. You've ascertained that these bandits are working for a larger organization. They all have like these silver pendants indicating their allegiance to someone that I believe it was the professor had heard of called the Stag Lord, a self-styled bandit king who's been terrorizing these parts. Oleg and Svetlana were quite grateful for your assistance. They outfitted you with some potions from their stores, a small monetary reward for your assistance, free room and board at the trading post for as long as you need it, and generally have given you a base of operations to explore into the area. Picked up a couple of quests from the quest board at Oleg's, dealing with bandits and kobolds, some sort of ferocious boar named Tuskgutter. You've agreed to, if you find the radish patch where Svetlana gets her moon radishes for her soup, she's agreed to share the recipe with you. And you guys have set forth. After interrogating the bandits that you did capture, executing one and giving the other a chance to redeem himself by putting him to work at Oleg's, they informed you that there was a camp on the river, on the Thorn River. The helpful fellow Tomas gave you very clear directions. He was more than eager to help, so his neck didn't get stretched. And following his directions, you guys have made your way to this encampment. Snow Maple has scouted ahead to some extent. You guys on this particular map here, you guys are probably about, we'll say like 60, 70 feet behind Snow Maple. So you guys are like off the map, but you can get up to her quickly if you need to. Little camp, couple of tents, a couple of watch posts, some bandits with their trusty faithful hounds, and a woman who, judging from Tomas's description, is probably the leader of this little encampment, a lady named Kressel.
Kessel or Kressel?
Kressel with an R.
Kressel.
And that may have been a misread on my part last time, because I think I did say Kessel, but it is Kressel.
Oh, no worries.
I'm a Star Wars fan, so Kessel Run, right?
Absolutely.
But Snow Maple, you've kind of gotten eyes on, got the lay of the land here.
On the map, she is Kressel. Yeah.
But when you were kind of trying to get into a better position, you stepped on like some broken branches, and they've heard a noise. They haven't spotted you yet. They don't know exactly where you are, but they are aware that there is something, and they're starting to kind of look around, and that's where we will let off or start up.
Do you guys think Snow Maple's going to kill anyone before we get there? I hope not.
Snow Maple thinks Snow Maple will do well to not die before you get here.
How do you want to do this?
Good plan.
Just run in and bash heads, or
Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and use my Hat of Disguise.
Ooh.
Perfect. So the Hat of Disguise, it does have a 1-minute activation. But you're far enough back that they're not going to get to you in that 1 minute. They're kind of cautiously approaching the edge of the woods, and they are kind of spreading out because they just heard a noise. So like,
Okay.
those guys are moving there.
So 1 minute interact once per day.
I assume this like river goes way far down off the map. Like, there's no way we can just walk to the opposite side.
It doesn't look wadeable.
Right.
Okay.
But it's it's about 10 feet across, so you could try to jump it, you could swim it, whatever.
Cool.
And I would like to, if possible, try to craft the appearance of a disheveled female human bandit.
All right.
Possibly with some wounds and blood and such.
Okay.
Yeah. Once that's done, I think that gives me a +6 to deception?
+4.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. +4 specifically for impersonating, so it's not going to help you like faint or anything, but to impersonate somebody gives you a +4.
Yeah. I am not who I am. I am one of them. And once that's ready to go, I'm just gonna like rush through the trees and into the camp and start screaming, they're coming, the adventurers are coming.
Oh shit.
Okay.
They killed Haps.
So, sorry. We're a minute waiting, and is there any communication? Can you tell us you're doing this hat thing or no?
She's about like 70 feet ahead of you.
Okay. Can we see her at this point or no?
Give me a seek roll.
Absolutely. Ooh, that might be really good for me. That's a 15 on my dice.
Oh, nice.
This Traxton gonna get a little antsy if nothing. He perceives nothing after a minute.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh, I apparently did not have my dice roll thing on. So you've got a 7. So that's a 24.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you can see you've got eyes on Snow Maple. She's a little hard to see because of the trees and the fact that she is kind of naturally stealthy.
Yep.
But you do see her kind of like take the hat that you guys picked up in the I think you got it in the sewers under Otari.
It's true.
Right.
And then as you
sewer hat.
yeah, and as you watch her features start to blend into a more human and a more disheveled looking individual. So you don't know exactly what she's doing, but you do know that she's disguised herself.
Right. So she changed her appearance, and she then moves in the direction. Eventually, anyway, because like I see her at whatever point, and then the morph happens. Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I'll just hang her down for a second, and I'll let everybody know that too, right? That information.
Okay, perfect.
How to Disguise probably looks like a bandit hood. They seem to be part of the hood club.
They do seem to be part of the Hood Club.
I guess she's going loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Try
then
to stay close. I'll
uh,
cast Bless before everything goes to shit.
okay.
Well, she already pulled them all into the camp, right?
She kind of pulled them in, and then she started like, "You go check that way. You go check that way." So they're kind of like spreading out a little bit. Like some of them are going into the trees to the north, and some of them are going to the trees to kind of the northeast. A couple of them go south. Some of them head towards the river.
And Snowy was going to rush in. She's going to be staggering, panting, haggard, like she's been running for days.
Perfect. Give me an impersonate roll.
Oh, there you go. Right there. Look at that.
All right. So you go running in, yelling, and kind of like immediately stops the immediate search.
Oh, I didn't add the +4, I guess.
It's added in automatically, actually.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
D20 plus 12. So as you kind of break the tree line, it kind of like the search kind of stops. Everybody starts to go like, what's going on? What's going on? And everybody kind of moves towards you at least a few steps. The guys in the watchtower, they stop watching the woods and stuff, and they kind of focus their attention in that way as well. They don't come out of their guard tower or down from their guard tower, but they do keep an eye on you while they're continuing to kind of sort of scan.
They're coming. They'll kill us all. Just keep running. Just keep running.
Let's form up.
Right. So I will let you guys kind of place yourselves on the map wherever you would like to.
Ideally, Chris, I don't want them to have a chance to get too good a look at me, so I'm just going to keep running through the camp.
Okay. The woman, the Cressel's like, just stop for a second. What the hell? What's going on?
They're coming. They're going to kill us all. They killed Hap. Cut them down like dogs. Ah!
When you say like dogs, the dog's gonna go like, huh?
Yeah, anything I can do to get them looking the wrong way and just keep running.
All right. I'll just wait for everybody to get placed where they want to be placed.
But yeah, I don't want to let them get a hold of me, and I don't want to stop.
Does that take a round for us to place?
Basically, it's not really a round per se. You guys are just kind of moving into position while Snow Maple is causing a distraction. For duration purposes for your bless, we'll say it's going to take you guys like 3 rounds to get into position.
Okay. Can I increase the radius while I do that?
You can.
Might as well increase it by 3.
Oh, so it's a 15-foot radius?
Yeah. 15's the max, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I will be over here.
And just because we may as well roll the initiative now. Oh, hey, Trevor seems to have power.
Just in time.
Yeah. Oh, we're rolling initiative.
Shit's about to hit the fan.
What'd I miss?
Snow Maple has disguised herself as a bandit and run into the camp going like, the adventurers are coming, they killed Hap, oh my god, and kind of drawn all the attention to her. Putting on a hell of a performance, actually. You guys are like,
Almost belaboured.
yeah, golf clap. And then everybody's just kind of getting into position for where they want to be for once this trap is sprung, as it were.
All right.
Sorry, I think I remember last time you mentioned that Kressel was giving orders and stuff. Are they still doing that as we approach?
No, she's giving orders to Snow Maple Bandit, like, calm down, tell me what's going on.
Right. I can hear him though, right?
Yep.
Can I hunt prey?
You can.
Perfect.
Just like sobbing and running away. Oh god.
Could I try to recall knowledge on a guard dog?
Sure.
Crying and looking like a hobo.
Yeah, well, to get here faster than you guys, must have run through the woods real fast,
Right.
And yeah, basically you guys have a couple of rounds to prep. So like Father Hull is like, the blessing of Abadar upon you, and this aura of competence kind of flows around. So you guys do have a couple of rounds if there's any like kind of pre-buff that you want to do.
I think I'm good. Just as I'm armed and with my bear, I'm fine.
Okay.
If I have a second action, I will try to exploit vulnerabilities on Kressel.
Okay. All right.
Oh, right, initiative. Sorry.
Yep. You can roll deception for initiative if you would like,
Oh, okay. Hang on.
or I guess technically impersonate.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I need a token.
You got one.
Oh, this might end up badly because that's the first roll is over a single digit.
Zach, I believe in you.
The start of a
At least
trend.
somebody does, eh?
Today you will roll well.
It's just the beginning. You'll be fine.
Sorry, what did you roll, Tom?
A 4. Sorry.
Okay.
My day is going to go bad though, however.
I mean, whatever you end up doing, you're gonna do it fast.
No, because I didn't have my. I've got a special module so I can input Tom's dice rolls in and it'll do the calculation, and I didn't have it on.
Oh,
Right. And Snow Maple. Okay, perfect.
it looks good anyway.
Right. So everybody kind of gets into positions. Snow Maple, you're carrying on.
Yeah, keeping up the pretense of running for my life.
Okay. So are you like just beelining it through, or are you gonna stop when the parent boss tells you to stop?
If she gets a good look at me, she'll know I'm not one of her people. So I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Run, you fools, run!
Right.
It's a brazen plan. Done. I like it.
Not dead yet.
Okay. So, recall knowledge on a guard dog.
Yeah, what do the good boys do?
Guard dogs. Guard dogs are surprisingly quick and nimble. And they've got a pretty decent sense of smell. So reflex save is their highest. They have imprecise scent, so they can seek things by scent. And you're also aware that they tend to work in packs.
Gotcha. Don't let guard dogs team up on you.
Understood.
Pack tactics? How does that work in Pathfinder 2?
Depends on the particular creature.
Mhm.
in the case of guard dogs, they do extra damage if you are within reach of their allies.
Balls, that's not good.
The number of allies varies from creature. So like some, it's like, you know, if this creature strikes you while you're within reach of like 2 other allies, they get the extra damage. So it's not like a, you know, it's not like D&D where like they just need 1. Sometimes they need 2. Sometimes they need 3.
Okay.
Depends on the creature.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the guard dogs are used to working with others. And then I believe you were doing exploit vulnerability just before things kick off.
Yes, I'd like to exploit vulnerabilities on the boss.
Okay. You can't really determine anything exactly about her. It is
That's good enough. I will.
Yeah, you can use the personal one. You can't use the bigger one.
For sure, yeah. And yeah, I will basically be launching detritus from our previous encounter with her employees at her.
All right.
Much like the kobold, I'm gonna kill her with the fact that she's a terrible boss.
Perfect. All right. So now that everybody is in position, Snow Maple has basically just run through the camp, yelling her head off. Everybody's kind of turned in that direction. But Moot Pint, you are up.
I'm going to cast Shield on myself. And then I'm going to use an Eruption of Water right under Cressel. Kind of get people looking in the direction that's not me.
Okay.
And that is a spout. And it's 5.5. So I wish I could get everybody, but I guess everybody's spaced out more than 5.5.
Well, it's a 5-foot burst if you cast it in a body of water.
Oh, okay. So that's not what I thought it was going to do then.
Yeah, but it'll still hit her.
Okay, we'll just do her.
All right.
Water coming out of nowhere. That's not coming from me. That's what I'm looking for.
Perfect. So yeah, so if you target her and then on your drop-down menu, just find Spout. There we go. So she needs to make a reflex save. All right. So just click the damage thing in the chat. Alright, so this little gush of water comes up, kind of hits her. She's like, what the? They're here!
Now, hopefully everybody's looking at her now. So that didn't come from me. And the other action was the other action was shield.
Yeah. Alright, this guy. Well, first of all, he's going to take a look around. He's going to try to figure out what the hell's going on. He does actually spot you.
Damn it.
For a whole point of damage. That could have been
Ow.
better.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
I'm a wizard. Even flesh wounds are dangerous to me.
Cressel. Cressel. She's going to back up and draw both of her hatchets. And she's like, we're under attack, we're under attack. You notice those snow maple because your deception was specifically the adventurers are coming. And
Yeah.
their attention now focuses in the other direction away from you.
Yeah, that was the goal.
That will take us to Flower.
Okay. Well, Flower's gonna do flower things, and we'll to there, I think.
It'll take you 2 actions to get there. That's 30 feet.
That's fine.
You've got a sudden
Okay.
charge, right?
I do have sudden charge. We will sudden charge
Okay, perfect.
to there.
So sudden charge, you get to stride twice and take a swing, all for 2 actions.
Sweet.
Just remember to target.
I did this time.
Oh, critical hit.
God.
This is interesting. Cool.
This guy's going to become paste in the grass.
Uh huh.
Good God.
What were you saying about bad rolls?
So you
And
just burst out of the trees, swinging that eye beam, and you just paste that guy.
And since I sudden charge, I still technically have a second attack, right?
You do.
He takes
He's
8
dying.
damage. The other 10 just pile drive him into the ground.
Eh.
The dog's like, nope. Yeep, yeep, yeep.
I just. I'd say I'm standing over it, but I'm a dwarf, so it's really hard to stand over anything.
That's true. That'll take us to Snow Maple.
I think I'll move in behind Cressel, sorry,
Okay.
and I'll say, Cressel, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. They'll kill us all.
So I'm connected with my iPhone now. Hopefully this works.
All right.
People are going to have to roll for me though, because I can't see I get no browser.
Okay.
Oh no, power died again. So yeah, I don't know. Is it another impersonate roll to try and distract her or convince her that she should flee? I don't know. That's what I'm gonna try first.
Yeah, we'll call that a deception roll.
Yeah, 18.
So she'll turn around and say, like, we defend our camp, other Staglord will have our heads. If you run, I will kill you myself. She hasn't seen through your disguise, but it's enough for you to know that she's not going to run.
Okay.
And you do still have 1 action left.
Seems a bit early to turn the tide. Can I ready an action?
It's 2 actions to ready, and then it uses your action.
Gotcha. I'll just I'll draw my rapier
Okay. Perfect.
and stand behind her.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't draw any attention because defending the camp.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll make our stand. They're really tough, though.
Super cool.
Guard dog will go yip 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 yip.
Is it a guard dog the size of Luna? What is it? It's yipping.
It's yipping.
Guard Pomeranians.
Oh no.
That poor guy is dead. Is he dead?
I mean, it's a good thing Pomeranians
he's
aren't
not dead.
bigger. They'd be mean if they were.
Guard your ankles.
Yeah.
You'll miss. He's gonna stay there. He's gonna help protect. Father Liam.
All right. So, check my distance here. I'm gonna move up behind Flower.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna cast Magic Weapon on his I-beam.
Okay.
Which I believe is not magic at the moment.
It is. It has a +1.
Yeah.
Also, it won't
It has
stack.
a rune.
It won't stack, but it still becomes a striking weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, it was still.
Oh, it does the damage. Right.
You give it hella more damage, yeah.
And he'll say, on order of Lady Jamandi Eldori, you are hereby ordered to put down your weapons and surrender and prepare for trial. Well, he's brandishing his shield with the Abadar symbol on it, so they know he's the jester.
Okay. That will take us to Trexton.
All right. Okay. So you say you can, just to sort of reiterate what you said a few seconds ago, you can hold an action, but it takes 2 of your actions and your reaction?
Yeah, basically it takes 2 actions to ready, and then when you decide to use your thing, you use your reaction to do it.
Okay. And that, what can you hold, just to get it out of the way for my sort of notes here? Like, can you hold, like when you do an attack, can I say, if Cressel comes towards me, I'm holding hunter or dual takedown or something, or is it just like one attack?
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure you can hold any. You can hold any action that takes 2 or less actions to do.
Okay.
But you need to spend the actions to do the thing, and 1 action to ready. So if you wanted to ready a spell, it would be 1 action to ready, and then 2 actions for your spell.
Okay. If the spell was a 2-action spell.
Exactly, yeah. But twin takedown, it would be 1 action to ready, 1 action to twin takedown.
Okay. So like a single attack would be just a normal 2-action ready.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Sorry. It might come into play a little bit later. I am going to spend 1 action to get Gratch to support me, and I'm going to move him to here. Traxton. Actually, I'm going to move him up a bit more because I don't think I have quite the movement to get to the other side of the guard dog on this round.
Okay. But Gratch should be able to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. You don't mind moving me? I seem to be getting real bad lag for some reason.
You want to go up beside the father?
Exactly, yep.
Right there.
So, yep. So that's 2. So, and the dog is nothing to me right now besides an obstacle, so it's a 1 attack. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a 19 on the dice, though. That might be real good. I'm going to use the flame sword for this attack. I don't know if I can sort of choose if I'm fighting.
Sorry, what did you roll?
A 19.
19 plus 9 is a 28. That will be a critical hit.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Like 48 plus a lot to this dog. Uh-oh. Dog paste coming up. Oh yeah, really good. On my dice, that's 22 damage.
Oof, oof. Poor dog.
Yeah. I don't know if we need to add in my bonus, if it has more than those hit points. But I think the bonus is 4 for strength and flame.
And then doubled.
Right, so 8. So
It's already dead.
30?
Yeah, you and Grouch fall upon this poor little guard dog. He's got like a little collar, little name tag.
So much for Fifi.
Alright. This guy's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's the law. Gonna strike the father
That's it.
for a whole point of damage.
Salting a Justicar.
Shoots at you a second time even. This guy. So far, Flower is... Is Flower the most dangerous, or is Straxton and the bear the most dangerous?
50-50, I think.
I had the beholder on that one.
Probably depends on how close you are to the wash of gore that Flower created hitting that first guy.
Well, Flower created one, but then, like, you know, a ranger and a bear demolished a dog. Of course, they demolished a dog. They're going to aim for Flower.
True.
Oh. All of a sudden, everybody thinks they're John Wick. You killed my dog.
Wait till I get to a person.
Flower's just going to pull that guard tower down.
I was hoping to get them down out of the guard towers, but...
Just start spinning with that I-beam and just, like, go right through the bottom.
Here's the thing. I think Flower definitely thinks he could probably just break the guard tower if he hits it hard enough.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How high is the guard tower?
They're like 10 feet. That will take us to the professor.
Could probably swing the I-beam through it.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'm gonna move up behind Liam and shoot this guard dog with a sling.
The poor dogs. Oh, that dog lives. Yep.
I will use my third action to command an animal.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna yell at the dog and tell it to run.
Okay. Animal handling.
Go on, get!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
can
out
I
of
have
here.
a bonus for it being marked as near death?
No.
I hit the wrong button.
Right. Yeah,
So loyal.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the dog is very loyal. So loyal, in fact, that it's gonna, like, run and jump and try to tear out the professor's throat.
Does it need to jump, though?
Well, he's a gnome, so it doesn't really have to.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Doesn't need to jump at all.
missed by 16.
Wow, a super critical miss.
So the dog that you try to spook just kind of like hunkers down and growls and then lunges and kind of catches you on the shoulder. And on this guy. And there's a bear close to it.
Go. He gets to die next. Noted.
Oh no.
So yeah, sinks 2 arrows into Gretch. One of them kind of like catches him like in the eye. And Gretch like yells like this huge yelp of pain. And then he is going to back up with his third action. Which I believe will take us to Moot Point.
I think again, I'm gonna have to depend on you guys to roll and move me. I'm gonna move close enough to the guard tower, and then I'm going to use my command spell to tell one of the people there to jump to the ground.
Okay.
And then I'll put shield back up.
If it's 30 feet, right there is close enough.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Oh, there you go. One more.
Yep.
So hopefully 10 feet is enough damage to be more than 2.
No, it'll definitely put him closer to the kill box.
Well, that helps. How many people are up there?
Just one.
One guy on each one.
He fails. Okay. So the first action on his next turn, he must use a single action to do your command. That's convenient.
Hypothetical question. If I said swim, would he add to... It said he has to use one action to do it. Does that mean...
Yeah, he has to spend his next action doing what you command him to do. If he can't
but the water's a long way away.
Yep, it doesn't matter. Like, it uses up his next action, basically.
Yeah, he would be like standing in place doing swimming motions for an action.
Okay.
But getting him off the tower is a big deal. That's good.
Yeah, my next turn I'll be doing that to the other guy.
Well, the other guy's still across the creek.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't see a map.
Yeah, the other guy is a fair ways away. I mean, conveniently, they only have short bows, so there's some range that you guys have in your advantage there.
All right, just in case. Yeah, my magic missile. I think the range is 120, so I guess next turn I'll start doing that.
Okay.
Cool.
This guy over here in the guard tower. He's gonna fire short bow at Traxton.
Tony put the current map in the chat for you.
Oh, excellent.
Awesome, thanks, Tony.
So yeah, the guy in the far guard tower is just like laying down some sniper fire.
The boxers are 5 feet?
Yep. That will take us to Kressel. She's got her hatchets out. She will close up to there. She'll yell back to like Snow Maple and 2 bandits, like, you know, focus fire, aim for the lawman first. I want his shield mounted on my wall.
Got it, boss.
But she doesn't have quite enough movement to get around to the father.
You did the easy part for me.
But she is going to bring 2 hatchets down into Flower. Yes. Oh, 2 misses. But yeah, she's like almost like a whirling dervish with those hatchets. That will take us to Flower.
Oh. I'm gonna swing back on her.
Okay.
You did the easy part for me. You came to me. Ooh.
Oh,
Oof. She is still standing, but she got rocked hard by that.
Swinging again.
Okay. That is a miss.
On the backswing.
Okay.
My backswing. There's my backswing. Apu.
That will take us to Snow Maple.
Right.
who's in the perfect position now?
For a backstab.
Yes. Can I get flat-footed from there?
Well, she's flanked from there, yeah.
Sweet.
That is a hit.
Oof.
Almost minimum damage.
Yeah.
She is barely alive.
Again.
Quick draw, short sword,
Okay.
and go again.
Live would be better.
I don't have to kill her, do I?
-2 if you want to do non-lethal.
Okay. I'm not confident about taking her out if I don't. Yeah. -2.
I mean, we can interrogate some of these others too. So.
That's true. Yeah, let's do that.
That is a hit. Oh. Perfect. So yeah, knowing that your disguise is intact, you're just gonna slip up behind her and then rapier in her side, and then she kind of turns short sword across the throat.
Yeah. I did not want to see what kind of punishment she could dish out with those axes.
This guy's like, "What the hell? I thought you were one of us." And let's loose an arrow into Snow Maple's back.
That's fair.
Delicate ruse this entire time.
Can't believe it worked this long, honestly.
8.
2 misses.
Nice. Bobbing and weaving.
The dog. The dogs are going to clamber down out of the guard tower over to the bank.
Bark wolf, bark wolf.
Woof woof.
I think it'd be funny, Don, if you just started gaslighting these people, and that you were totally in their camp for weeks, and now you've decided to join us.
It's true. I was one of them all along.
That will take us to Father Liam.
I'm in charge of the gang now.
Just checking the thing. Oh man, only got 30 foot range on electric arc. Okay, I'm gonna move, I guess.
Okay.
What's my move? 20 feet?
Oh, there's still a
I
dog
think so.
beside me.
There is.
And there's a dog there.
Chewing on the professor real good.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Fine. I'm gonna punch this dog in the head.
Okay.
Lunch.
I did not roll. So many games.
If you go under strikes, not inventory.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Show him your gauntlet.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, poor doggy.
Dog. And then I'll spend. Actually, I'm in a good spot here. I'll spend 2 to heal Gretch with heal.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's good healing.
Yeah, the the +8 on the heal when you do the 2-action version is great because that scales. So like every time your heal is a higher level, the +8 also scales. All right. So Gratch is like kind of shakes off the arrow, kind of falls out of his eye. The tissue heals up again because he was really close to dead.
Oh.
Yep, that was my question on my turn.
That will take us to Traxton.
Yeah, if I can heal him, then you can attack somebody else. Right?
Yeah. That being said, however, I know we're doing degree of wounding. Is that right?
Yep.
Whereabouts is he still at this moment?
He is injured.
Okay. And how many tiers of injury do we have? Is it 3?
It's like 5.
Oh, okay. And is injured tier number 1?
A little over half.
A little over half.
He's a little over half damaged, or is it a little over half healed?
Little over half health.
Yeah.
So half health total plus a little bit.
That he possesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 14 out of 24.
I'm just sorry, just having a little bit of
No worries.
issue with understanding at the moment.
No worries.
So, all right. And taking out things and putting things away. Sorry, that drawing things is an action, right? Everything costs an action.
Everything costs an action.
Dropping things doesn't cost an action, though. I think I remember that. Is that right?
Right. Dropping things is free.
Okay. So what I would like to do is I would like to start moving. So 1 action for movement. Well, that's not really movement, honestly. I will use an action to drop my short sword. And I will then use another action to draw out the healing wand, I think.
All right.
And then the last action I'm going to do, because my previous target is dead, I'm going to throw hunted prey on the bandit number 1 on my screen.
That guy?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
My attention is on Gretch at the moment.
Okay.
I got him. Don't worry.
All right. This guy.
Oh yeah, it's all good.
He just saw a healer. And a lawman. That's like 2 reasons to shoot you.
It's Lame's job to get shot.
We gotta get you a bigger badge.
He's gonna kind of move over there. He doesn't have cover yet because hasn't taken cover, but he kind of moves over by the tent. This guy also gonna shoot the lawman.
He's got to move first, right?
Oh, he does have to use his action. So yes, he kind of jumps off, kind of tucks and rolls. His ankle cracks.
Ooh.
I think if you take any damage from a fall, you land prone as well.
You do. So he will get to his feet. And then he will fire 1 arrow at the lawman instead of his original plan of firing 3.
That was a good spell trip.
Thanks.
Now he's lopsided because of that ankle.
We're tactically pretty good today.
Yes. And just so you guys know, falling damage is damage equal to half the distance fallen. It's not d6s.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, so he took
Fancy.
5?
He took
Yeah.
5, yeah. And it does cap out at somewhere like around like 500-ish damage or something. Like there is a cap, but it's super high.
I was
Yeah,
about to ask.
500 feels like a sufficient cap.
Good terminal velocity, yeah.
Yeah, if
I
you've
hope
got
Godzilla never
500
fails.
health and you fall for 500 damage,
Oh, there you go. It's 1,500 feet.
700 feet. Yeah,
Oh,
if you could survive
Lot
that
of
much
damage.
fall damage, you deserve to survive that much fall damage.
It's possible to make a PC that can take that.
I was just about to ask, can like a level 20 fighter?
It's not even that high. You have to be a goblin, because then you can get the bouncy goblin feat.
Oh.
And yeah, you can make a goblin. Goblins can be surprisingly tough, but you can make a goblin that can take that fall damage.
Be made out of rubber.
Pretty much.
That's hilarious.
Professor.
Flubber the go.
I'm gonna.
It's awesome.
I think I'm going to demoralize this bandit number 3, reload my sling, and shoot him.
Guest starring Eddie Murphy.
What? The guy with the busted ankle you're going to demoralize?
I think he's already there.
Yeah, I'm gonna make fun of him for breaking his ankle.
Graceful.
Ha moment.
Oh, not good enough though.
It's like, that's just mean. Oh.
Oh, well, how about one of these instead?
Oh, that's just me.
Don't like the carrot, take the stick.
Yeah. So yeah, you yell at him with a broken ankle. He looks at you, he's like, "What? What?" And then the rock hits him like right between the eyes, and he just collapses.
I was really just trying to get him to look at me.
This guy. They still got like 4 left. Well,
Yeah.
Snow Maple did kill the boss. So by rights, if he kills her, he's the new boss.
Ooh, still dodging those arrows. Nice. Well, got lucky that time.
Neo AF.
Oh, I can take 2. I can take 2. Don't worry about it.
And he's gonna move into the tree line. Alright, that will take us back around to Moot Point. There are some folks up to the north of you, Trevor.
Is that guard tower guy still there?
The far guard tower guy is, yes.
Yeah, and that's less than 120. So I will forego the shield and pump him full of 3 magic missiles.
He's actually 110.
110. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I counted.
Perfect.
He's gonna wish
And
he
I'll
just
stay
broke
behind
his
this tree, and I'll stay between. Keep that tree between me and him.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, good
Okay,
damage.
that's a dead bandit.
So
Do I have enough spell slots left to do that again next round?
you don't have magic missile prepped again, but something that we have yet to
Okay.
do as a wizard. You can every day when you do your daily preps, you kind of like put a little bit of energy aside into like a token, like an amulet or something.
Okay.
And once per day, you can use that energy to cast a spell you've already cast. You don't regain a spell slot, but you can cast a spell you've already cast via the amulet.
Perfect.
oh,
That's good to know.
that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then actually, as a universalist, as you go up in levels, you'll get more uses per day of that.
Yeah. I'm kind of a jack of all trades, master of none.
Find a spell so nice you want to do it twice.
This one I do.
But yeah, that is enough to pummel him full of magic missiles, and he drops.
Yeah, your first magic missile was just
Oh, really?
low
So I
enough
won't have to do
damage
it next round.
so that
Yeah.
the third missile got to kill him.
Yep.
Nice.
That'll take us to Flower because a bunch of other folks are dead.
Oh,
Lovely.
God, splash of gore on the map.
Oh
If we
yeah.
can keep one of these alive, Flower, that'd be great.
A sudden charge, this guy.
Okay.
And because the father said something before I left, I will declare non-lethal.
All right. So that'll be a -2 to hit.
Take 2 off of whatever this is.
Okay. So that'll be
I forgot to target him.
it'll be a 14.
I still do that too, Flower.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
14 is still a hit.
Still standing?
No.
Lovely.
But I will leave him on the map so you know which one is alive.
Cool. I'll just start, and for the last action, I'll just walk. Can I walk over to that guy?
Yep.
To the right? Hi.
Hi.
The really frightening thing is Flower hasn't even raged.
Oh no, this is all perfectly mentally stable right now.
A little help.
That will take us to Snow Maple.
All right. So what my plan is to just see if I can convince them to surrender.
Okay.
If you throw down your weapons and surrender real loud, I will do my best to keep them from killing you.
That would be an intimidation. Because you're basically coercing them because they do not like you.
Yeah, that's fine. Coerce. Okay, cool.
Of course. I'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus because you've killed a bunch of them.
Well, there's only 2.5 of them left, really.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right. So they don't drop their weapons because they don't necessarily trust you guys. But they do kind of like, you know.
You really should drop them. You really should.
They'll sheathe them. They don't drop them at their feet, but they will sheathe their weapons.
All right.
Guard dog. Guard dog just standing on the bank over there. Dips its toe in the water. Kind of shivers a little bit.
Oh, I'll use my second action to go to this guy.
Okay.
And I'll take him into custody if I can.
Okay. But yes, unless anybody is planning violence, basically, as long as no harm comes to them, then they will basically stay their hand.
There you go, Father. 2 taken alive.
3, by my account.
Well, sure, yeah. That guy might live. I'll see if I can medicine him up.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I have a writ in my pocket that gives me authority to act as the law in this particular realm.
Oh,
I
darn.
have to
What am I
place you
looking
under
for?
arrest.
Medicine.
Oh, just medicine? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I was looking for a specific action. I love the big list. It's great.
Technically, I think it's treat wounds if you're looking for the specific action.
Ooh, treat. Treat wounds. There we go. Yeah, let's do that.
They'll kind of look at the father and say like,
Oh, he's right as rain. It's gonna be a big goose egg. Don't pick at it.
and I assume you kind of get them together and kind of like have them like sit on the ground sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, if they resist, we're gonna subdue them.
We've got rope.
But yeah, tie them up.
We have rope. It's their choice if it's for hanging or for holding.
And I know which one Father Liam prefers, so think hard about it.
Yeah, like
He's a hanging judge for sure.
it's like you killed Cressel, and she was the only one I liked. The Stag Lord's got off his rocker, so just don't kill us, and we'll behave.
Maybe Traxton can tame the puppy. I don't know.
Oh, no interest in that at the moment.
Oh, okay.
The puppy on the other side of the river will scamper off into the woods.
Oh, okay.
He
I'll
stops.
see
He's
if
gonna
I
go grow into a wolf.
Yeah, he stops and he kind of like nuzzles at his dead magic missiled master, and then wanders off into the woods. It's like a reverse John Wick.
I swear, not vengeance. Bye. I'll see if I can fix up Gratch here.
Yeah, that's already done. I was just about to say I'm going to use the wand action. Whatever I have to do with it to get the most healing out of it as everybody's like gathering people and doing stuff, that's what Traxton will do.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can basically single target heal one person for a D8 plus 8, or you can heal an area for a D8.
I don't think anybody else is significantly wounded, are they?
Everybody's got a couple points, but that's it.
Scrape, really. Okay, yeah, I'm going to hit Gratch with the bonus one.
Okay.
Yeah, Gratch took the only big hits they managed to deal out.
Once that's done, then I'll just put the wand back away, pick up my short sword, resheath it, and head in the direction where everybody else is.
Okay.
I got my attention focused on, I think And just to be sure, it was Bandit number 1 was the one that shot him with the critical. So he remains my hunted prey and will until, I guess, the next morning.
Okay, until next morning, or you use it again. Yeah.
We'll time him good.
Yeah, if this one doesn't hang, he's probably going to go missing.
That's all right.
Good to know.
Just make sure you end him by the blade.
Oh, it will be. It'll be a Bernie blade too.
Yeah, that one won't be hard to put together, will it?
Nope. He's not a consequences kind of guy. He's a, you did this, I'm gonna do this.
It's all right. But we got a camp to loot, and we got some stories to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bloodstone, I'm sure you could rig us up a gallows. We're gonna have a trial.
Yes, I will be the one to make this one.
Why don't we take him back to the inn, or to the to the trading post?
Yeah, post. Yeah.
I just think it's a long, dangerous trek through the forest with 3 people that might stab us in the back.
Seems uncertain, unlikely.
Or you can let us go, and we'll answer whatever questions you have.
Well, that's my next point. You can talk to my friends. I'm going to sit over there by the campfire, and they're going to advise me on how I should sentence you. I would behave if I were you and be helpful. Otherwise, I will have flowers set up a gallows and hang you by your neck until you're dead.
It's not really incentivizing us to assist.
See, I've been trying to convince him to work on that, but
if you assist sufficiently, then they will argue that you should stay alive and be a proper member of the society. If you don't, they will tell me they put you in the gallows and hang you. Either way, I don't want to be swayed, so I'll sit up in the corner here.
Like, no one is more shocked than me to admit this, but I'm the reasonable one.
How about...
And you know what? Moot Point will decide he's the stenographer, so he'll go sit behind the Justicar and break out his books, and he'll document the whole procedure.
Oh, the court stenographer.
Yeah.
Well, we'll tell you whatever it is you need to know, but not of hangings on the menu.
Yeah. Well, I can convince him to maybe spare 1 or 2 of you. But I don't know if I can convince him to spare all 3 of you. He really likes hanging people, like a lot.
It's going to be awfully hard to find the Stag Lord without help.
It's true. You were saying the Stag Lord is not in great shape. Not got all his marbles left.
Well, he never had a lot of marbles to begin with. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a crack shot, and I once saw him crush somebody's skull with his bare hand. But
really?
But yeah, he hasn't been right for a bit.
Branding's on point. These little necklaces you all have, it's great.
Well, lets us identify one another.
Yeah.
Build,
doesn't always work out though.
Builds unit morale.
And Snow Maple will brandish the necklace that she's wearing.
But we'll answer your questions in exchange for our freedom.
Well, you see, the other fellows that we talked to were very concerned that if we let them go, they would just be killed.
I'm not going back there. I mean, to hell with him.
Okay.
Got no loyalty to the man. I mean, I liked Cressel. She treated us fine, but...
Did she, though?
Yeah, she made sure that we ate. She made sure that we fed. Found people for us to rob.
Oh, don't get me wrong, that's worth a lot, but have you considered maybe turning over a new leaf?
Maybe.
All I'm saying is that we've been given a charter. We're going to be in charge around here for the foreseeable future. How would you like to get in on the ground floor?
I might go back to like simple hunting, maybe.
That's a good start.
You know Thomas?
Yeah, I know Thomas.
Yeah, turns out he's going to be working at the trading post for a while. If you and your friends could be similarly helpful, that would go a long way.
We'll consider it. But and
I'd
he
consider
looks
real hard.
he looks over at the father. He's like, I'm not really making long-term plans currently until I know what my future holds.
I'm just saying you might want to commit early.
Future is whatever you work towards. If you're gonna work towards being difficult, then I'm sure the father has no qualms about, making what time you have left difficult. And he's in the position of power here. I'm not saying I agree with the strong arming, but you guys have heads on your shoulders. Use them. You know what the better outcome for you is.
He really loves building gallows. And they don't always work great. Not gonna lie.
But
you build one gallows.
But there's no incentive here for us to tell you what we know if we're just going to hang. And no offense, and he looks around at the dead bodies of his friends. You don't seem really, I'm not going to take your word for it that you're going to let me go.
Trust is a two-way street, my friend.
How's this? You seem reasonable.
I like to think so, strangely.
And you seem reasonable, and he points to the professor.
I try.
So how about if the two of you escort us a ways away, we tell you what we know, and then we part ways?
What are you going to do after that?
Don't know. Enjoy my life.
I would avoid anything involving anything that might be construed as banditry.
Well, the Stag Lord controls the bandits around here, and I'm done with working with him, so...
Might want to try to find yourself some honest work.
Like I said, I might go back to hunting. But that's the deal. Tell you what we know in exchange for our lives.
Better talk fast.
No, we're going to walk a ways. We'll tell you what we know, and then we're going to part company.
All right. I'll start walking them away, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to take their weapons.
What do they have for weapons?
They've got daggers and short bows.
Leave them their weapons. But
Actually, they can keep their bows, but I'm going to take their daggers and all of their arrows.
That's not part of the deal. We're going to need to survive once we part ways.
You're right. I'll give them each one arrow.
And
Make it count.
And a dagger.
No. Find a sharp rock.
But yes, they
Or, I mean, if we give us some information up front, we can be a little more generous. Don't need to spell everything right away. We don't need to take you out of here right away. Give us a little bit, we can give you a little bit.
No, I think it's reasonable to take all their weapons. They require none.
Stag Lord's set up in an old fort. Probably got a dozen bandits with them, plus Oh shit! What were their names again? They're kind of talking amongst themselves. Like, just bear with us for a second. It's been a while since we've been there. Oh, Achios. Achios is a pretty nice guy. Bit of a temper. Treats us well. Ox. Ox is fairly simple, but he likes the sound of sobbing and screaming. But the one to watch for is Dovan. Dovan is smart and quick. So there's the Stag Lord, the three of them, maybe a dozen bandits holed up in a fort. The rest will tell you after we've gotten our weapons and we are parting ways.
All right. Well, I will go let the father know what we've come to. Traxon, do you want to hang out with these guys in Snow Maple?
Oh yeah.
So, good father.
Wrestling.
The bandits have decided they'd like to cooperate. They've decided to give up a life of banditry, or so they claim, in exchange for giving us information and also us giving them their lives. What say you?
What are your thoughts?
They've been upfront with us so far. They've given us some that we can go off of for the Stag Lord. They gave us the bone. I think we should give them one. We're the new law in town anyway. If anything untoward happens with them, we'll know. They know we'll be back.
One of the unfortunate things that happened back at the trading post is that one man was sentenced to death and the other one's sentenced to servitude. Leaving these three to go about and move around and spread the tales that we're here and that there's law in this realm again is probably important. All right. If you think they're above board, well, above board, then let them free.
Thank you.
I would like to speak to them before we usher them off, though.
Well, then, come on, let's.
Good point. We'll make notes of all of this stuff.
So
Date
we'll
it
move
and
back
sign
to the
it.
group. Gentlemen, my understanding is that you are going to cooperate with information in exchange for your lives.
Yes.
I find that acceptable. Now, when you go off and have your conversation with the rest of my men, I insist that Flower, Mr. Bloodstone here, comes along with.
That's fair.
All right. Understand that there is law in this realm now, and it'll stay that way. Keep your nose clean. Hopefully, we'll never meet again.
Let's hope.
Free to go.
Okay.
I'll be handing their daggers back while the father speaks to them.
I'm just gonna quietly relieve them of their pendants as well.
Okay. Yeah, they don't put up any fight at all with that. They're like, I'm done. Go ahead.
We're arming them before they leave?
With a knife and a couple of arrows for their bows.
They
Okay.
can hunt and they can skin.
I imagine around the time where Father Liam then says you can go, Traxton loses complete interest in the situation and starts searching tents. Gratch is sniffing around too.
Okay.
He's no longer involved in this situation whatsoever.
Yeah, there's nothing in the tents, like sleeping bags and stuff, nothing of any value, but underneath, kind of like
Underneath the campfire?
No, hidden underneath like the wood pile.
Okay.
There's like
Gotcha.
there's like a tarp over the wood to keep it dry, and then underneath that tarp, there is
Bag of swag.
yes, there's some coins, some silver earrings, 8 bottles of some sort of like herbal liquor, like basically like 8 bottles of Jaeger.
Nice.
Yikes. Oof.
There's like a little
That sucks.
wooden music box, a couple of like crates of furs and pelts.
Gotcha.
Can you guys access the Thorn River Bandits loot?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, can you do something to that thing, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know if you can because it comes up like a character sheet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can highlight it, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Let's see
Okay,
it.
Don was gonna grab all that stuff, I'm sure.
Right.
Yep.
Earring, music box, pelts. I can see it.
Yeah, check the music box right away to see if we find our friendly neighborhood Svetlana's wedding ring,
Right.
because that's a big priority.
Good call.
And Moot Point, see if you can find anything that's magic that isn't ours.
All right, I'll start pinging.
No, there is nothing magical. But when you find the loot, one of them is like, we used to have, there was some more stuff, but group of gremlins, those annoying little things living under the tree in the east. They snatched up mostly copper, trinkets. One of the other ones is like, oh, didn't they get that ring that we took from that trader woman? Like, yeah, sure they took that. So yeah, filthy gremlins. I mean, easily assuaged with non-valuable stuff, but we had more before they hit us.
And where's this tree? To the east?
To the east. It's an old sycamore tree in the east. Big tree, you can't miss it once you get close.
See, Father, these guys are a wealth of information.
Sorry, what did they say about the Stag Lord and his people?
That they're set up in an old fort. There's like the Stag Lord and then his 3 associates. And maybe like a dozen bandits, but it's hard to say because people come and go all the time.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and the big names were Acreos, Ox, and Doban.
Dovan, yeah.
Dovan.
Acreos?
Acreos.
Who is the cool one? The cool manager.
Acreos, Ox, and what was the other guy?
One sec. So Akrios is Akiros. Ox is Auchs. And Dovan, which is Dovan.
Okay, I did not spell any of those right. Good to know.
But yeah, the bandits will, once they get underway, okay, a fair distance, and then they deliberately put some distance between you and them, so like if you guys decide to betray them, they can at least try to make a break for it. Like,
I think the only one that's really in danger is the guy that's still marked by Traxton.
Oh, that fades as soon as he gets into the trees as you guys move away.
Oh, okay.
Do these guys have anything like a scarf or a bandana or just like a piece of cloth attached to their clothing?
yeah, they've got bandanas and stuff.
I'll just pick one of them at random.
Okay.
I'd like your bandana.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, how many more?
so that-
How many more of the amulets were there, Chris?
It's 6.
So we'll add that to treasure too.
I'll put the bandana in my pocket, and I'll just hang on to it so that Gratch can find this guy later.
Okay. All right. So they do put some distance between you. I assume Flower goes with them as well. And it's the sort of thing like you can tell they're not planning to make a run for it. They just want to make sure that they've got a chance to make a run for it if you guys decide to betray them. Okay. So, Stag Lord. Big guy. Dead shot with a bow. I've seen him drop a deer at like 200 yards. He's got like that creepy helmet on. Nobody's ever seen him without that. Like, and one of the guys is like, I heard he ain't got no face under the helmet. The other guy's like, that's what everybody says. Shut up. That's not possible. It's like, what? It's like, no, it's not possible. He's a human. He's got a face. But there's a lot of people come and go. Unless they've changed it, the passphrase, somebody will ask like, who are you? And the proper response, if they haven't changed it, we ain't been back in like a month, is by the bloody bones of St. Gilmorg, who wants to know?
Do I recognize the name Saint Gilmorg?
No, you do not.
Gotcha.
Your
Deep bones of Gilmorg. No.
and actually, your best guess would be it's probably a made-up name. So it's not something that somebody could randomly guess or randomly
That makes
like
sense.
determine.
Gotcha.
The booze that's there back at the camp. Crustl's going to take that up to him later on. Drunk all the time. I mean, he's not half of what he used to be, and he's never been right. And
So they're expecting this shipment of booze.
At some point, like Crustle wasn't like, I'm going to run this up tomorrow.
Right.
But the guy who was like, oh, I heard he ain't got a face, speaks up again. He's like, I saw him punch a horse in the head because it's spitting the wind at him. The other guy's like, no, you did not. It's like, well, I saw him punch a horse in the head. It's like, and everybody's like, yeah, saw that. Never saw a horse stagger before.
You said they were holed up in an old fort?
Yeah, on the north shore of the Tuskgutter.
Conan punched a camel once.
Yep.
Do they run patrols? Do they use the walls? Do they have fortifications?
It's a fort.
Right. Tell us about their patrols and their fortifications.
We don't patrol. We just rely on the walls. People man the walls. Shoot anybody comes nearby. Got the area cleared for about 300 yards.
Gotcha.
Is there a schedule that you rotate watch?
Well, haven't been there for a little bit, but used to do twice nightly. Depends on how many people are in. Sometimes there's like 20 or 30 people in there, so watches are easier. One of the others is like, tell him about the unwatched side. Like, okay, there's one side of the castle that we don't bother watching.
Why?
It's where the dead live.
What side? Northeast, south?
The east side. The guy that's got all the fanciful stories. It's like, yeah, I saw them once. My cousin was coming up to join us, and he accidentally came up that side, and the dead just burst right out of the ground and dragged him down to the depths of hell. Ain't never seen him since. And you notice on that particular point, nobody corrects him.
Okay. So watch out for the east side. Gotcha.
Wrung from the ground and dragged him to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Pharasma
rest his soul.
Is there a well in the fort?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Staglord lives off of, liquor,
That's kind of freaky.
liquor and ale, but yeah, I mean, they got stores, they got water, they can withstand a siege for probably 6-7 months.
Good to know.
And one of the other guys speaks up, it's like, do you think they still got Beaky? And the guy that's been doing most of the time, like, I don't know. I mean, I suppose as long as they kept them fed, content.
And who's Beaky?
Oh, Beaky's an owlbear that some of the boys captured a while back. Kind of
A domesticated owlbear.
An owlbear.
Okay. Where do they keep Beaky?
He's got a cage in the fort. Toss meat scraps to it, watch him tear them apart. It's entertaining if you got nothing else to do. You ever seen an owlbear like wreck something? It is a sight to behold.
I'm sure it is.
I think they've answered my questions. What about you guys?
Well, keep your nose clean.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they will make their way into the woods. And you guys can make your way back.
Yeah.
That went well.
Go debrief everyone else.
Sounds like a hard target.
Sounds like it'll be fun. Sounds like it'll be incredibly dangerous. Sounds like we have a lot of options.
Sounds like we're going to need more men. or a catapult. Flower, can you make a catapult?
Absolutely, I can make a catapult. Let's do it.
I like the enthusiasm.
Do not trust that catapult.
It'll be like that one that the conquistadors built. I forget what siege it was, but they were low on supplies and they built a catapult and it was really bad and it fired directly straight up.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Ooh.
Technically, I'm trained in crafting and I have a +7. I just rolled really, really bad last time.
Mm-hmm.
X.
Well, here's the thing: the fort's not going anywhere,
That's true.
right?
Be
So we have
concerned if it did.
some time before we have to deal with this Stag Lord directly. Well, we do have a friend at the trading post that asked us to pick up her wedding ring, if I remember.
Yeah, we should head east a bit and see if we can find those gremlins.
We have to take these alive.
Gremlins?
Mm-hmm.
Gremlins? I wouldn't try it. Can I make a recall knowledge check about gremlins?
Sure.
Wonder if
So I
know
have
what
free
it
reign
is.
to crush them.
I'm not even sure what a gremlin is. Sounds like a bandit.
Probably not good.
18. All right. Oh, there we go. Snowmate Bugger, like, I don't know. But the professor.
I'm from the desert. We don't have goblins there.
So gremlins are small fey creatures. They are pranksters. They are annoyances. They have an affinity with vermin, specifically with arthropods.
I'm sorry, what is an anthropod?
An arthropod is things like insects, spiders, scorpions, crabs, etc. Like small
Gotcha.
invertebrates.
Yeah.
Bugs.
Yeah.
Arthropod.
Basic sense.
Anything with an exoskeleton.
Chris, before we
Pretty much.
leave, does this bandit camp look like it has the makings of a good, say, larger camp?
Actual camp. You mean campsite for us or like settlement?
Either or.
Yeah.
A camp, yes. I mean, the lands could be settled. It doesn't have any intrinsic structure to it.
Okay. I was just wondering, just scouting out potential sites.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Like we know it's on the river. Is it nice? Is there, a good like hill to put a, town on kind of thing?
for sure. Like it could be settled, but it's not like the fort is pretty much ready to go. You just kind of have to move in and shore up a few things.
Gotcha.
It's nowhere near that level of infrastructure.
That dead on the east side could be a problem.
Mm-hmm. We just got to get rid of the dead dogs in this camp.
Oh yeah, the radish patch. We gotta remember to head back there on the way back.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit north of where we are now, anyway.
Yeah.
So we go east from here to the tree, and then
Yeah.
And then
what was
north
it?
back to Oleg's?
A sycamore or something?
yeah,
Yep, sycamore tree.
stop and get some radishes on the way back, I think is the idea.
Yeah, ring radish, Olex. Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you guys have dealt with the bandits. Actually, I'll give you the XP for dealing with the bandits now. 120.
Ooh.
That puts us at 652, I think.
652. Yep.
Yep.
Getting there. It's only 1,000 XP, but it feels like it's a long road.
Yeah, it's usually about like between 8 and 10 like quasi dangerous encounters usually get you a level. But like, you know, you've got 3 or 4 or 5 quests at Oleg's. So if you hit them and turn them in, then that'll be, you know, like 250-ish XP.
I feel like I was in danger.
You guys did surprisingly well for a severe encounter. I mean, you guys had a plan. The plan worked. The dice didn't screw you.
I mean, I at least had 12% of a plan.
Opened with a bang.
I mean, your 12% was our entire plan.
I think we should discuss better plans, though, than calling attention to the fact that we're coming. But hey.
All right. We can work on that.
No, I'll give it.
Works this time.
It did work out all right, but
Snow Maple is willing to accept constructive criticism as long as it comes with constructive input.
fair.
Could I retroactively ask the bandits one last question?
Sure.
One of them, the one that was talking about how he would go back to being a hunter.
Yeah.
Does he have, or actually also the guy that was telling outrageous stories, do either of them have stories about Tuskgutter?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the one of them's like, oh yeah, that fucking thing. God damn. That's like, and he kind of gestures like on the other side of the river, like just don't go too far that way. That thing. And then his friend's like, I saw that rip a man's leg off. It's like, no, you did not. I mean, badly gored a leg and it probably fell off of its own accord, but the Tuskgutter certainly didn't tear it off. But yeah,
Well, it hardly matters to the man's leg, does it?
I don't think so. But yeah, you know, biggest boar I've ever seen, meanest boar I've ever seen.
So just that way a ways, then?
Give me half a sec here.
Yeah. I think it might be worth our while to, like, when we head out from the outpost, to hit as many quests as we can before we head back, kind of thing.
It's true. You're not wrong.
If you want to hunt a boar, we can hunt a boar.
See how far it is.
Oh, that tracks in 110,000% wants to hunt a boar.
I do like my legs, though.
There is also the option of hunting tassel worms.
I do like bacon.
Yeah, do we have an understanding of where tasselworms exist, though, or are they just generally
Anywhere in the forest, I think, was the understanding.
Yeah, that was the general. Yeah.
And the notes I have on tassel worms are moderately tough, not agile, constriction, and poison gas.
Right.
So I don't know if we want to tangle with too many of those.
So as of this moment, we just sort of have to stumble across one more than a directed search.
I think we should keep an eye out for one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this works out, right? If Tuskgutter's to southwest, we could just do a little ring up to the rabbit patch, radish patch, up to Oleg's.
Do we want to do southwest and then east to the sycamore tree and then north to the radish patch?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like southeast, east, northeast, northwest, back to Oleg's.
Down to Tuska, do a U-turn.
Might as well check this hex out while we're
Sure,
here.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Laying a course.
Engage.
You betcha.
Perfect.
Take us out, Trex.
All right. So you guys are going to head.
We're looking for Tuskgutter first.
Okay. Perfect.
We have, sorry,
What time of
map general
what time of day
idea
is
where
it?
the tree is, or is it just east?
The tree they just told you it's east. It's like mid-afternoon. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, gotcha. So we still have like the entire day.
Yeah.
Groovy.
All right. So I will get somebody to. I'll get Traxton actually probably to give me a sense direction.
Sure. Ooh. I think that's one of the things my goggles help with, isn't it?
They do.
Beautiful. That and tracking, which I was going to say once we get into that square and stuff that he'll start to do, try and looking for the boar. That's a 13 on dice.
Okay.
I think for this particular leg of the journey, Chris, I'm gonna stay on watch because I do not want to get jumped by a boar.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't want any
I'll be
clever girl
investigating.
scenarios.
I'm not sure what my usual exploration action is, but right now I want to be looking out for a boar.
Did someone loot the bandit stuff, by the way?
Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
bag.
Okay, awesome. I looked at it. I just wanted to make sure someone actually grabbed it.
No, it's in the party loot. I got it.
Awesome.
Okay. So basically, because you guys have horses, you have 2 exploration actions a day. Exploration actions. It takes 2 to transverse the hex because of the forests. So you guys will basically start to get into the vicinity of Tuskgutter's lair by nightfall.
Okay.
To actually find the lair, you'll need to use 2 actions the next day, reconnoitering it to find the actual lair.
Yeah, track them in the morning.
Yep.
Camping time?
Camping time.
Okay, I got a quick question. I was looking at the rules for the camping thing, and it says you can use rations or subsistence units. My forager feat mentions that I get double or something subsistence units. So is it possible for me to hunt up subsistence units so we can save rations instead of...
Yeah, absolutely it is. The only downside is you can't use those if you want to make any of the more advanced meals.
Okay, so that's just for regular meals.
Yeah, that's just I'm out of rations. Oh, here, eat these grubs, and oh, I found a rabbit, and that sort of thing.
Right. Okay, so they're basically a replacement for rations, but they don't... So an advanced meal and stuff, what are the rules behind that of making those? Is that just uses the camping stuff?
Yeah,
Or...
it uses rations and basic or special ingredients.
Okay.
We've got
Might as well get
18 basic and 4 special currently.
Right.
Do we have any recipes yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Didn't we get one for... wasn't it something Svetlana cooked?
She will give you that recipe if you bring her the radishes.
Oh, bring in the radishes. Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
That's a reward for that quest, yeah.
I remember we got wife soup, and yeah, that was it.
All right, so we'll quickly run through the camping checklist. Who would like to prepare the campsite?
Sorry, one last question real quick about the preparation stuff.
Yep.
If we go to cover a meal, what's that just uses camping equipment, or can I use subsistence units on that as well?
No, to discover the special meal, you're like, oh, I'm going to throw these things together and see if I can make some jeweled rice.
Okay.
So the level has to be equal to or less than the zone you're in. It takes twice the normal amount of ingredients, and then you make a cooking lore roll.
Okay, and that uses only camp ingredients and also rations, or no?
And rations, yeah.
Okay, so everything other than basic meals can be substituted with the... Oh, sorry, just the basic meals can be substituted with the units, right?
Right.
Okay. Sorry.
No worries.
What was the action for doing camp again?
For preparing the campsite is survival.
I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, you've been doing pretty good so far.
Good.
I think my survival is the highest at the moment until a couple more levels.
Indeed.
Yeah, sure.
Till I buff my wisdom.
All Right, an 18 is a success. So yeah, you find a spot in amongst the trees that's got enough flat ground for you to like pitch the tents and get everything ready. Just so you guys are aware, the DC for that check goes up based on the zone you're in.
Right.
More dangerous zones are actually harder to find okay camping spots. So that takes a couple of hours. People, if there's anything anybody wants to do during those couple of hours, they certainly can. You can't do any of the campsite activities because you need a campsite to do so.
Can I gather some subsistence units?
Yes.
Beautiful.
That is a survival roll.
Gotcha.
Can I also do that?
Sure.
Can I use cooking lore?
No, because you're not cooking. You're finding things that are safe to eat.
Right. Okay.
Oh, there's a subsist society roll or survival.
Yep. If you're in a city, you can beg.
Oh, okay.
Dumpster dive. That's a 16 for my survival.
Okay, 16 plus 7, so 23. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a 9 total on survival, so I'm gonna eat these really bright red berries that look tasty.
Oh God! Please tell me I see this and can get to you before you do that.
It's really a question whether or not a 9 is a critical failure.
Mine wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. It's these trees that are messing me up.
Don't eat
I'm
those.
not that kind of elf.
Those are the pooping berries. You don't want to eat those.
DC is based on the place that you're trying to subsist. Okay. So a 9 is not a critical failure.
Oh, thank God.
Beautiful.
Tracks. Should I not eat these?
Yeah, they just taste bad.
Oh well. Look, you gotta eat what you can find, right? I'm not too bothered by the
It's
flavor.
the bad mushrooms you don't want to eat.
They're like the most horrible sour candy, I feel like. Just because of the poor roll, but other than that, they're fine.
They're like the worst sour candy ever.
Yeah. Warheads or something.
It just tastes like chemicals, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thankfully, Traxton, however, is a skilled forager and got a success. So basically, he can get enough for himself and up to 4 others.
14 get anything?
And a 14, you can feed yourself.
Yeah, fair enough.
So the way it works is after you guys do your camping activities, you decide if you're going to eat rations, going to eat the stuff you found, or if somebody makes a meal, you can choose to eat that. But it gives you an additional option.
Exactly.
So does that go to our basic ingredients?
No, they're not ingredients.
Okay.
Ingredients are different. Ingredients are things that need to cook as opposed to like the berries and stuff that you found.
Yeah.
Traxton comes back with like nuts and edible bark and all that stuff.
Right. It is an alternative to rations, basically.
Okay.
In a sense, yeah. They're not good for all things rations can do, but they're good for some things.
Yep. What are Flower and Moot Plant doing while everybody's out gathering berries and stuff, and Father Hall is setting up the campsite?
I'm trained in nature and medicine. Is it possible, like, to go looking for herbs and stuff that'll help me heal people that are actually using cure light wounds and stuff?
That's the medicine skill and healer's plaster. You could probably start to gather stuff to start crafting healer's plaster, which would help.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I'll do then.
Yeah. I mean, it'll take you a couple of days to get all the things together that you need to make it, but you can start on the process for sure.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Sounds neat.
And what would Flower like to do?
I like to think that Flower's probably just assisting the father in any way he can. Kind of like it's like, hey, move that trunk, or that log. Doing the heavy parts.
Maybe Flowers maintaining everybody's gear.
Do that. Just
Kind of the old foreman instincts kicking in.
yeah. How do you use this thing in this state?
shoddy. There's no excuse for shoddy equipment.
Definitely not dwarven work.
So after the course of a couple hours, you guys have a good campsite put together. Folks come back with various edible berries. The professor stuff looks dubious at best, but Traxton and Gratch have like a bounty of things.
The main thing is he tried.
The main thing is he tried.
I'm gonna eat 3 berries during camp and immediately vomit after I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you eat all 3 of them at the same time, or like one after the other and vomit each time?
Oh no! It's all 3 at the same time. Like it's going to be a tasty snack.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna prove Traxton wrong. I can eat sour candy. And oh god, what is this poison I put in my body?
Your confidence is your downfall. Understood.
100%.
The scientific method.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Better
I'm gonna write
that
it down.
Then it's science.
Yeah.
All right. For actual camping activities, would anybody like to camouflage the campsite?
That just reduces
Reduces the chance of a random encounter.
Yeah, I could probably do that, I suppose.
Okay.
I roll for that.
That is a secret stealth roll.
Secret stuff.
I feel like if we do get a random encounter, the boar shows up, so it's probably good we don't have that happen.
I could
Or maybe a Tatzelworm.
hit
Oh.
sneak, I guess. Does that make it secret?
I think so. Hit it and find out. Oh, there you go.
Fire away.
Fire away. All right. You have an option. Somebody could cook a basic meal, which will give you a slight bonus on anything that's happened during the evening. You do have some basic ingredients that you can use. It is a survival or cooking lore to do so. You don't know any special meals. Somebody could try to discover a special meal,
That's true.
which is cooking lore.
I could try cooking us a meal. Make some poisonous berry stew.
We've got 18 and 4 by my count.
Well,
Yeah,
we've all got rations. I also have subsistence units, so why don't we try, if we can, with our ingredients, why don't we try and discover a recipe? We don't have any recipes yet.
Okay.
Right?
I can try to discover a recipe. I've got cooking lore right now, so
Go for it.
Beautiful. I'm going to go get some more camp ingredients this camp anyway, so.
sweet.
Speaking of which, there is hunt and gather to gain ingredients.
Okay. As if we can do it with what we have now.
We've got 18 and 4.
I think I heard before you were saying it's like double or triple or something.
It's double.
Double.
It's double the amount of normal ingredients. Or no, twice the normal amount. I can't read.
Right.
Yeah.
So discovering a recipe for like how many? I guess the base cost on that. What does that involve?
Depends on the meal. Like a hearty meal, for example, would take a total of 8 basic ingredients.
Okay. So then in turn would be what then 16 to try and discover it, eh?
No, that is the doubled.
Oh, okay.
And how many special ingredients?
Go for a hearty meal. Why not?
Or you could learn how to make haggis.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. I'll try to make haggis.
Put that on
Big
the list.
whiskey sausage.
All right.
Oh my god, you pulled us off. Traxon's going to be amazed because they'll be like, when the hell did we kill anything for haggis?
All right. Perfect. So
Don't go back to the Bandit Camp.
Don't ask where the bladder came from.
So the professor is going to try to discover special meal. Traxton is going to hunt and gather.
Yep.
There's no companions to learn from. Somebody could, if you're an expert in perception, you could try to organize the watch to make things more efficient, but I think only Snow Maple is, and she's camouflaging the campsite.
I figured that was the best move.
It's a good move.
I could do the camouflage if you want to do the organization.
Snow Maple's already rolled the stealth
Okay.
check. Provide aid so you can give somebody else a help to do a thing. Or you can just relax, or somebody can tell a campfire story.
Hall will aid Snow Maple in camouflaging the camp.
Okay. What would Moot Pint and Flower like to do?
What do you need for telling a story?
Performance.
I'm not trained in that.
Yeah, same.
I think I'll keep working on what I have been doing. Let's keep that going.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And sorry, what would Flower like to do?
Bandits had alcohol, right?
Yes, they did.
That's what he's doing.
Okay. He's relaxing.
Oh,
Don't drink that all. We need some of it to take to the base.
Yeah, I'm having like a little bit of fun.
cutting into our
Yeah.
profits.
Ooh, I'm gonna put a little bit of it in the meal for the sauce.
How about this? Whatever you don't use out of that, that's what I'll have. And split that.
Sounds subjective to me, but okay.
Alrighty. So discover special meal. That is a cooking lore roll.
Here we
Twice,
go.
twice the normal
Alright.
amount of ingredients required.
So we need to cross off how much for haggis?
So haggis is 2 basic, double to 4 basic.
4. Okay.
Down to 14 basic.
Come on, Haggis.
If it's
And
not,
this
I'll
is-
spend a hero point on it.
All right, perfect. So we'll go through all the stuff, and then I'll adjudicate the results. So yeah, you're like grabbing like these grain and this wild rice that you found, and like, you know, find a small rabbit and catch it for the bladder. I mean, you're not making a huge sample. You're just making like the one to try to like perfect this recipe. Throw it all together, like get it to boil. It smells horrifying,
Mm-hmm.
and then it starts to smell nice. I mean, there's some wild onions in there, some spices. Hunt and gather. Hunt and gather will be a survival roll.
Alrighty. Not great. Let's go 8 on my dice.
So that is a 15 total, which is a success.
Oh, okay.
So that is going to give you 14 basic ingredients
Got it.
and 4 special ingredients.
Oh,
Nice.
So that doubles us.
yeah, basically in both.
And providing aid, so Professor Hull can give, Father Hull can give me a stealth roll. DC is 20.
Still.
Professor Hall is when we go to a mirror universe. And,
Oh.
and he's the professor and I'm the priest.
Tiny purple paladin.
Flower and Mood Point are technically just relaxing, which basically means you guys will get a bonus if you were doing any other camping activity. So if you wanted to take even longer and then do a thing, you're like, I feel relaxed now, I can do it.
Cool.
Traxton, you come back. You're very successful hunting you come back with a wide variety of like various like small animals that can be cured or turned into jerky or whatever. Plants and roots and like wild onions and wild garlic, thyme, oregano, like a variety of spices. When you get back, the haggis smells edible. You do have a very hard time finding the campsite. Like you're like, I know it was here, and you can smell the haggis in the air.
Oh, okay. Even with all my acuity, like hearing, smelling, and sight and everything, it's still difficult?
It is still quite difficult to find.
Gotcha. That's good.
But yes, that was a critical success on the camouflage.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Which basically means increases the encounter DC by 2, and if there would be an encounter, treat that as a failure instead of a success. So obviously super beneficial when I'm only rolling one random encounter in the evening, but if things conspire to throw more random encounters at you, still quite beneficial.
Oh, yeah.
And then you guys get together for your meal, and you can choose whether you would like to eat your subsistence stuff, whether you would like to eat rations, or whether somebody would like to eat the haggis.
Oh, I'll take haggis. Do I have to eat a ration with that too?
No, there's a ration used in the creation of the recipe.
Oh, okay. It's a hearty. Is it a hearty meal in that classification, or?
No, it is haggis. It is its own recipe.
Oh, fair enough. It's its standalone self. All right. We'll see if
Dig
I
in,
die.
Traxton. You helped me find the ingredients. What do you think?
We'll see if I die. So what I do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to give half to Gratch, and I imagine he probably just wolfs it down anyway.
He does.
And I will absolutely partake of it myself.
Perfect. All right. So Jonathan, make note someplace there that you know the recipe for haggis now.
Oh, sweet.
When I get a chance, I'll throw it onto your character sheet.
Cool.
The benefits of haggis, properly made. It is a combination of grains, onions, spices, and organ meats boiled in an animal stomach. If successfully made, it gives you a +1 bonus against effects that cause the sickened condition for 24 hours.
Oh,
Like haggis.
this one is.
Oh my goodness.
This one is nice.
What if you use squirrel stomachs? Is it like popcorn haggis then?
Yeah.
Haggis McNuggets.
God, haggis nuggets sound terrible.
Haggis nuggets does sound terrible.
I think halfway through, he looks up at the professor and he's like, "You're gonna have to teach me how to make this."
Try our new
Yeah,
haggis
did
nuggets.
it turn out well?
It's damn good.
Dang good.
What was the
Like what-
result of the roll?
It was like a 22.
Oh, snap.
Oh, nice.
It is.
Haggis nuggets are the new taste sensation.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Jonathan, if you want to make note, basically it takes 1 ration and 2 basic ingredients to make a serving of haggis.
Gotcha. And it was +1 on saves against sickened?
It is +1 status bonus against effects that cause the sickened condition
Gotcha.
for 24 hours.
I will write a haggis recipe.
It is DC 15 cooking or DC 17 to make.
Gotcha. And you said it was 2 basic, 1 special?
2 basic, 1 ration.
Sorry, is it possible, just to, for my own mind, to clarify the rules, is it possible for later for the professor to teach Traxton how to make it?
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
And now that you guys have an actual recipe and are no longer eating rations or whatever wild stuff you find, at any point you can decide that a specific meal is your favorite meal. And then when you eat that meal, you get an additional bonus, but you can only ever have 1 favorite meal.
Gotcha.
Not sure that's going to be haggis.
How about the hearty purple worm soup?
I was going to say, I want a monster dish.
Purple worm chowder. That's so funny.
Oh, wow.
Eat it
like-
before it eats you.
That's high level stuff there.
Gotta prepare it in a glass bowl, because otherwise it'll just chew through.
Ooh.
It's more acidic than your stomach, like pineapple.
That's dangerous.
But yes, everybody goes to bed with full stomachs, full of like haggis or whatever. I will roll. I'll roll for a random encounter because if I roll a critical success, it actually just becomes a normal success. Hiding.
So I can just eat the subsistence stuff that I found without a penalty?
Correct.
All right, I'll do that. Save our ration.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Just to clarify, of the 5 that the units that Traxton found, he didn't consume any, but does anybody want to consume one to save on a ration? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay.
Ranger berries.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to help somewhat.
You never know, like when something bad happens and you're like, shit, we're stuck in the wilderness and we're out of food. It's super handy.
And also, like, maybe help with one less cost when we go back to town and restocking stuff, right?
Yep. All right. Dawn comes. It is a sunny, bright day on the moon day, the 8th of Forest. It's not super warm. It's like early March weather. It's like 5 or 6 degrees above freezing. But it's not snowing. It's not bitterly cold. Everybody has had a good night's sleep. Everybody can do their daily preparations. So if anybody wants to swap out their spells, you can certainly do so.
Could I change my book to be Tuskgutter lore?
No.
Okay. That's fair.
Sorry, we hit the rest button, you said?
Hit the rest button.
Thank you.
And moot point, since you have a staff, you do have the option, like when you do your daily prep, your staff gets a number of charges equal to your highest spell slot. So currently your spell gets 1 charge.
Right.
You can choose to give up a spell slot to give your staff an additional charge equal to the spell slot you're giving up.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And I think I'll keep the spells I got right now. And I will continue to look for the rest button.
On your character sheet, it's right underneath your max hit points. There's a little thing that looks like a bed.
Gotcha. Perfect. Thank you.
Or on your little action bar up at the top, it's under utility as well.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
All right, so you guys get up in the morning. Surprisingly quiet night here in the forest. No sign of anything. Of course, your camp is exceptionally well hidden. Like when you step 5 or 6 feet away from it, most of you have a hard time finding it at all. Every once in a while, Snow Maple, like if somebody gets up in the middle of the night to go pee, Snow Maple has to wake up to guide them back to the camp. It is so well hidden.
But of you to assume I woke up to do that.
All right. Sleep away from Flower.
Yeah.
But you
Roll
guys,
over and go.
You guys are going to spend the day looking for Tuskgutter's lair.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Sounds
Jackson. See if we can find this thing.
Yeah. Just looking at a thing here. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. I'll try to track.
Okay. Give me a tracking roll.
Okay.
I'll keep watch, Chris.
Okay.
I'll aid if I can.
Okay. Yep. So, just because we're into like exploration activities at this point, really. So Traxton is basically investigating. Snow Maple, are you scouting for the initiative bonus, or are you searching for hidden things, including possibly ambushes?
Second one.
Okay.
That's an 11 on my roll.
Okay, 11 on your roll. And I believe you. Hit the right button, that'll help. Tracker goggles definitely help. 17 total. Perfect. All right. The rest of you are just doing like your default actions. So like Flowers
Yeah.
is scouting and the professor is investigating. I
I'll be
believe.
investigating. Yeah.
Okay. Moot Point is periodically checking for magic just in case.
Absolutely.
Perfect. All right. So yeah. So you guys start to spread out, start to move through the forest here, move through the underbrush. Traxton, you know, like if Tuskgutter is as big as they say, finding like the game path that it uses to get to and from fresh water will probably be your best bet. So you know you're looking for something large, so you kind of ignore the smaller paths like the ones that the rabbits use in the normal sized boars and stuff.
Right.
And before long, you do find a path, probably by about lunchtime, maybe a little bit later. You do find a path, wide, hoofed prints, fairly deeply sunk, indicating a fair amount of weight. To your trained rangerness, probably like 1,000 pounds or so.
Oof.
That's a big pig.
That is a very big boar.
Big boy. All right.
And you can definitely start following these tracks.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just. I imagine very shortly after picking up the trail, if it required me to find it, but after that, as we're moving, like I don't even need to probably show anybody. Like initially, anyway. Back and forth from the water, I imagine this thing makes quite a wake, so to speak, over time.
It does.
Gotcha.
And Professor, I will get you to give me a nature check since you're also investigating.
Sure. This is for recalling knowledge, right?
No, this is more for noticing
For
something.
for investigate.
Yeah, it'll be recall knowledge here. Okay.
My book gives me +1 to recall knowledge.
Perfect.
The hell of a roll.
And Snow Maple can give me a seek roll. Oh, nice.
Seeking around, looking around. Nobody wants to get impaled today.
So as you're looking around, Truxton's following the trail, and Snow Maple, you notice occasionally here on the trail, because the Truxton is focused on following the tracks, you're kind of looking for shit that might be dangerous. And you do see here and there what look like bear traps that have basically been like rent open.
Oh.
Ooh.
Do they look fresh or old or?
They look older. They're a little bit weather worn,
Little rusty.
a little bit rusty. And when you stop to examine one, there are like tufts of like a very thick, matted hair in them.
Ooh, this might help Traxton. Fish out a clump of fur. Very carefully. No one wants to get tetanus.
And yeah, that is definitely boar fur, and it's enough for you to indicate that Tuskgutter is strong enough to basically just wrench free from a bear trap.
And we're not the only ones hunting it.
And you're not the only ones hunting it. I mean, it looks like nobody's been hunting it for a while.
Yeah. But it has had some experience being hunted.
It has. The professor, as you're kind of like looking over this information, you would guess that that Tuskgutter is probably very robust. I.e., fortitude is its highest save. And there's a certain ferocity that boars are known for, and you would imagine a bigger boar is more ferocious.
Is our clump of
Gotcha.
boar fur stinky enough to give Gratch some extra juice on the tracking?
Tracking it isn't a problem.
Okay.
Between Traxon and Gratch, it's not a problem at all. And before long, making sure I have my lighting set here so folks can actually see the map. And you guys arrive to like a little clearing. There's a bit of a hillside with a cave entrance. And outside is a tremendously large boar. And then like a more regular sized boar. For the professor and Traxton, even though that's a regular-sized boar, you're pretty sure it's a piglet.
Right. That was going to be my question.
A dire boar
A giant
piglet.
baby.
Strangely, it does not look nearly as tough as a dire boar. Because dire animals in Pathfinder are frightening.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, they were in 3.5 as well.
They were.
Yeah.
But yes, as you guys are making your way, since nobody is specifically stealthing, oh, what a shitty ass roll! It may not have actually noticed you guys yet.
It's rough sometimes.
I will start specifically stealthing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Uh-huh.
Just give me 1 second. I just got to see if it did notice anybody. Oh, it noticed the father.
Hmm.
How could you miss him?
And that's the
Jingly-jangly.
best outcome, really.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Half plate and a glowing shield. It'll do that.
and it noticed flower.
Apu.
Surprise.
Did not notice moot point.
Yay.
Or the professor. Certainly didn't notice snow maple.
She's very sneaky.
Or Traxton. Okay.
Yes.
But yes, as you guys start to approach, making your way through the tree line, you kind of see this little opening, sunlight kind of streaming down. It's a gorgeous spring day for a boar hunt. And these boars are rooting up vegetables with their tusks. And Tuskgutter's tusk is like the size of Father Hull's forearm.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of gleams in the light. It looks very dangerous. And as you start to approach, the bigger one kind of lifts its head, kind kind of cocks its head like it has noticed something. And we will roll for initiative, and then we'll do bio break.
Alrighty.
Oh, my initiative is on par.
Snow Maple was giving us a +1, right?
No. Flower was giving everybody a +1.
Flower was, okay.
I forgot to even add my +1, so that's actually a 26.
Really?
Snow Maple, what happened?
Sometimes I roll a 2.
You could hero point it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a terrible idea.
I got a 3 on my initiative.
Okay. You could hero point it if you like.
I feel like I want to save that for whatever Tuskgutter is going to do to me. Or if I want to do something to it. So, no thank you.
Oh, hero point turned it into a 20.
Is that counting the +1?
Yeah.
Who forgot to add the +1? Flower did?
Or did.
I didn't add the +1, but I don't think it matters.
And you didn't add a subtractance either.
Yeah, I was just about to say all I said
Oh,
was...
it even shows it right there. +1 circumstance bonus.
Yep.
Yeah. Is Tuskgutter's icon in the initiative really big for anyone else?
It
I think it's
is.
fine.
I don't know why.
Correct.
Like,
Yeah.
normally when I've run other games, the icon size doesn't change in the initiative thing, so I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't think it did with the ogre that we fought at the start either.
I
No.
think it has to do with the fact that the token is presenting as a medium-sized token.
That could be.
Oh, maybe.
Because if you target it, you're only targeting the center square, as opposed to
Oh,
a
I
huge sized square.
All right.
Oh, God.
Tuskgutter grew 3 sizes that day.
Whew. I hope our special ingredients include pineapple.
We're going to need a lot of it, yeah.
We're gonna
Well,
have a
28
nice honey mustard glaze.
All 28 units worth of pineapple.
So
Right.
much pineapple.
There we go. I figured out how they do their sizing.
Ah, there we go.
Perfect.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
Perfect. So we'll take a quick little bio break, and then we'll be back for this.
All right.
Right.
Awesome.
Now's your chance.
The little one, yeah.
Are we
I'm here.
waiting on anyone else? Tony and Trevor?
I'm here.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Zach?
I'm here as well.
Isn't
Okay, perfect.
Gotcha.
Looks like the gang's all here.
All right. Just primarily for Dawn for Snow Maple, but for everybody else, because this is the first time where you may try to get flanking on a large-sized creature. The way flanking works is if you can draw a straight line from the center of your square through the center of the target to the center of an ally square.
Okay.
So being directly opposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
So, and it has to go through the center of the enemy square.
Triple center. Gotcha.
So, just in case it matters, the system will auto calculate it, but that's kind of the positioning you're looking for.
Yeah, you basically, you need to be on opposite sides.
corners.
Yeah, corners. For this guy.
Yep. All right.
No, you it just needs to go through like the creature's space, so you can flank like on the north side and the south side.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Professor, you're up first.
Oh, I will delay until somebody else closes with the boar.
Okay. That will take us to Flower.
Flower is going to start moving his way this way. 2 moves.
Okay.
Hopefully putting that tree in between us. The trunk.
You could use your third action to take cover.
I'll do that. I was gonna rage, but I think I'll wait until the actual down starts. Again, that would just make me easier to hit.
Okay. That will take us to Moot Pint.
Moot Pint's going to hold his reaction until summoning
God, flower
actually damages the boar, and then I'll fire magic missile.
points.
Okay. So you're going to delay until somebody else goes.
Yeah, I don't want the boar coming at me first because I'm tissue paper.
Okay. That will take us to Father Liam.
All right. Well, I guess my job's to get my ass kicked, so I'm gonna move or stride, I guess. How close do I want to get? That's 2 strides. I think I'll stay here. And third action, I'll raise my shield.
Okay. The boar.
Actually, can I go before the boar?
Sure.
Seeing Father Liam make his way towards them. Oh, I'm not on movement. I will come up behind this log, and I believe I have the range for it.
Range of 30 feet.
Oh, I need to be 60 feet from the boar. Or sorry, 30 feet from the boar. And I'm not.
You can wait for the boar to go.
Sorry. Yeah, I think I will. I was just struggling a bit with the toolbar. I will wait until the boar gets close.
Okay. baby boar. Baby boy needs. It will charge the father.
Oh, look at him. He's so brave.
Oh, God.
It slams directly into you.
Shield block?
Okay, for 12 damage.
Holy crap.
Shield block takes
That's the
6.
small one.
That is the small one.
Christ.
So you take 6, the shield takes 6. The shield holds.
Alright.
He's not broken. Professor wanted to jump in?
Yeah, now we'll move up and I will cast Forbidding Ward on Father Liam and the boar. Oh, can I target multiple things?
I think if you hold control,
Shift.
shift.
I know it doesn't seem like Shift did it anyway, but you got the things on it, so I'm good. That's me. Another +1 AC for the good father.
Yeah, specifically against that boar.
Yes.
And just so you know, Trevor, you can jump in like whenever you would like to jump in.
Okay. It's not yet.
Snow Maple.
All right. Snow People's gonna move, and then quick draw bow.
Be all Legolas like.
Ugh, not a stereotype I'm shooting for, but if it works, we'll give it a try. And since I go before it, it's flat-footed.
It is.
Yeah, excellent.
Just barely a hit, but a hit.
Take it.
18's barely. Oh, God.
And that's because it was flat-footed.
Oops.
And fire again. Can I hero point that?
You can if you have hero points left.
I think I've got one left. Oh, well, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Bosses are bosses.
Tuskgutter. Tuskgutter just got hurt.
Did it though? Did it register that arrow as pain?
Oh god, don't tell me it's got a range of 60 feet.
Oh, probably. It's got 4 feet.
Probably 2 actions.
What?
God damn.
It will charge Snow Maple.
All right, now it's when I unleash the magic missiles. All three.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll go after it goes.
Goodbye, everybody. It's been swell.
No, you're fine.
You got this.
The benefit is, unlike D&D, it doesn't do extra damage on the charge. It just gets a bonus to hit.
Sure, it's regular damage will do just fine.
Probably.
It misses.
Oh god.
A critical
wow.
miss.
Oh,
They
Yeah,
rolled a
boy.
natural one with a +14 to
plus
hit.
14.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Kill it with fire.
Should we leave?
No, just kill it, kill it, kill it.
Unload.
Probably runs straight into the tree that Snow Maple's hiding behind.
It kind of like it shatters that tree, like the stump that you're hiding behind.
Yeah.
That was 1, 2, third action, it will try to gore you. This is just a regular gore.
God.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be.
Just a regular gore.
Oh, and
Oh.
multi-attack penalty.
Yep.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
All right. So this thing comes bearing down on you and just like shatters and then tosses aside that's like a stump. You're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah. Nope.
Yep.
But that will take us to Moot Point.
Yeah, that's 3 magic missiles.
All right. So you should be able, if you are you on your computer or are you still on your phone?
No, I'm on the computer now. 4d6 plus what? 4?
No, it's if you target Tuskgutter, like mouse over it in T. And then from your spell drop down, hit magic missile.
Not letting me target. Sorry.
Looks like you're targeted.
Let me refresh. Connection here has been kind of wonky today. Probably because of power issues.
Understandable, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the multi-target, it's right shift T, not left shift T. For
Now I can target.
Okay,
if
perfect.
anyone wants to do that.
All right, and then from your action HUD, just select your magic missile. There you go, and then you can hit the damage token, the damage thing 3 times. Good damage off the magic missile.
Such a good spell.
Wow.
I mean, it always was.
That's true.
Right, so yeah, these missiles stream into it. It largely shrugs them off.
That's what I want him to do. Ignore them and keep focusing on somebody else.
That will take us to Traxton.
It's great damage.
Okay.
More than I did.
Let's see here. I'm going to get some support from my boy, and I'm going to get him to run over here.
Okay.
I'm going to get him to go, actually, here.
Okay.
Up top. I shall move
I think you overshot him just a bit.
to there. Oh, really? Okay. On my screen, if I move down one, I'm on him. So
Okay. So you just want to be just on the other side.
right.
Okay.
Am I in place with Traxton, or do I need to move up one as well?
Nope.
No, you're
That's
good.
Interesting. Okay. It looks like Tuskgutter is wearing a bear hat for me at the moment. Okay.
Probably just residual from Chris mucking with the token.
That might have been.
Gotcha. So, and I got a leftover one action. He's not my prey yet, so it's a single attack for this moment.
Okay.
Oh, that's real good. That's a nat 20.
Whew.
Nice.
May or may not be a crit. Probably not, though. Definitely.
Yeah, 20 is a crit.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
It will become important if you fight something way out of your league. What a 20 does is a 20 increases the level of success by 1. So it's not always a guaranteed critical, but if you're fighting things on equal level with you, it generally is.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's why I just offhandedly mentioned it might not be a crit.
Yep.
All right. So double Gratch and double me is going to be.
So if it's a nat 20 and you beat its AC by 10, is that a mega critical?
No, sadly, but
Unfortunately, it only goes as high as critical.
So 22 base plus double my bonus, which is 8, so 30 damage. I think the focus has shifted off you now, Snow Maple.
Thank you.
right. So you guys fall onto Tuskgutter, wounding it grievously, and it kind of shakes its head and remains standing.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Sorry, not that I took anything into account, but the flanking is a bonus to hit, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect.
And that was actually automatically calculated, so.
Oh, beautiful. Positioning.
It doesn't super matter, but technically it is a penalty to the AC.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes that does matter.
Right.
Right. Flower, you're up.
Well, Flower is first going to rage,
Come get some.
there he goes.
and then will sudden charge
There's enough big pig for everybody.
way down to there. Oh shoot!
There sure is.
If you can get to
Way
there,
down to there.
if you can,
You
if
can't
you
get
to
that
the-
far.
No,
Can't
can you
get
get
to
there?
there.
Oh, shit.
Is
Yeah,
this
he's got short little
technically
dwarf legs.
the flank with Traxton?
It is not.
Ooh.
No, yeah, you need to be on opposite sides or opposite
Gotta be
corners.
Gotta be centers.
I think I could have gotten to the spot beside Gratch. Would that have been one with... No.
Give me 1 sec, I'll see.
Think?
No, that's 50 feet.
No, but one left would
Talk
be
about
with
to the-
Trexton, right? Yeah.
No.
Ah.
He would
Really?
he would need to be in Gratch's space to flank with Traxton, and he would need to be beside Gratch to flank with Snow Maple.
No, if he's on the opposite side of Gratch, he can flank with Traxton. Because you're passing through opposite sides of the
Yeah,
maze.
center, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Big creatures are easier to flank.
We'll find out for sure because it'll auto-calculate it.
Well, here's hoping. Alright, we're swinging into this thing.
$26 is a hit. Oh, it does auto-calculate.
Hey,
Beautiful.
cool.
Holy smoke!
And he's already used his reaction, so he can't reaction again. So that is actually enough to drop Tuskgutter.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I mean, that was 49 points of damage in 2 hits.
And I think at that point is when Snow Maple decides to breathe again.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was doing like the over the head, like Tusken Raider style with his eye beam.
So the way ferocity works on boars is if they're dropped to 0, they can use their reaction to increase their wounded by 1, but to not drop. But it is a reaction, and you only get 1 reaction around.
Hmm.
Oh,
Unless you're fancy somehow.
Unless you're fancy, there are ways like you can get a 20th level fighter can have unlimited reactions, but only for attacks of opportunity.
gotcha.
A high level champion can get a reaction on every single turn, but only for shield block.
Yeah.
Father Liam
Is this thing running or?
doesn't seem to be.
Oh, you have to do this. Okay. I'll spend an action to raise my shield.
Okay.
Let me do this. Where is it? Raise shield. I'm gonna grapple it,
Okay.
which I believe is athletics.
You should act your actions. On the macro bar, you should have one that says grapple.
Yep, there it is. Bottom of the second column on mine.
I don't see that. I got raise shield, shield block, and blazing armament on actions.
Yeah, no, the basic action macros on your toolbar, on your hotbar.
The big table of all of
that
the
one.
actions.
Okay. Yeah.
The big table of all the actions.
Sure. Grab this thing.
You fail to grab your opponent.
Really, 17 is not enough.
17 is not enough.
Well, grapples
One.
against their fortitude, right? And that's probably a boar's highest.
Yep.
One
Slippery
action
pig.
left. Let's try it again, I guess.
Okay.
Don't forget to use the second button.
Yeah. Still the same.
Consistent though.
Better die roll, though. All right, so you try to grab this thing, and it is muscular and squirmy. It does not seem to want to be grappled.
It's fine. It's fine.
You're trying to wrestle a hog.
Trying to rustle a hog. The boar. It's not smart. So it's just going to try to gore the father. Ooh, missed because of your shield.
Nice.
We will take it.
So yeah, it's just kind of going nuts trying to gore you. You got the shield up there, and you can feel the strength of this thing. Like, even though it's a piglet, it is a big piglet.
We'll name him Bacon.
That will take us to the professor.
Yeah, I'm gonna explore. Oh, he probably has cover from the father right now, right?
He does.
Okay, so I will move, exploit vulnerabilities, and sling stone, I think.
Okay.
I'm actually not going to exploit vulnerabilities. I'll keep the Forbidden Ward on the father.
Okay.
But I will throw a sling stone. And I made it a blind DM roll.
Ooh, it is a hit.
Big damage.
Ooh.
He kind of like grunts in your direction. Kind of paws at the ground.
But that's me.
Snow Maple.
Okay. I'm gonna double move to get into flanking position.
Okay.
And quick draw my rapier.
Okay.
Hey, piggy.
And make the stabbings. Or not. 3.
So yeah, the father's trying to grapple it. You're trying to stab it. It's like just like ducking and weaving, as the
Hold it still.
way only a pig can. That will take us to Moot Pint.
Well, it's time to try that medallion thing that you were talking about. The only spell I've used today was Magic Missile. Let's bump it full to 3 more.
Okay.
But Magic Missile get taken off my list.
Yep. Just one sec. You can get it back here. There we go. Nice.
Secret magic missiles.
Secret missiles. Bam, bam, bam.
In retrospect, I regret preparing command for this mission.
Ah,
Can you
Oh no,
command?
misfire.
I was positive that I had the boar selected. There we go. And that will take us to Traxton.
Badly injured.
The boar is still functional, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is badly injured.
It looks confused as to who it should attack.
Right. There's a target-rich environment for it at the moment. I'm going to direct Gratch to actually attack.
Okay.
I cannot, in fact, get there with just a single move. So he will attack. I will move up. And I will designate as prey as I move for my third and final action.
Okay.
Oh, first time out on his own, he might have done something good. That's a 16.
Would he like to use his claws or his jaws?
I think he wants to bite this pig.
Get some of that bacon.
Yeah.
23 is a hit.
Beautiful. A D8, yeah?
I think so. I believe so.
6 maybe? Okay. Nope. That's a 3.
Yeah, it is a D8. What do you know? So plus 3, so 6.
Beautiful.
The boar is still standing. That will take us to Flower.
Cool. We're going to sudden charge up to be here. And we're gonna swing on it.
You could get there and then you would flank with Gratch, I think.
Sure, we'll do that instead.
Okay. The flanking makes the difference. That is a hit.
Oh god, this poor boar.
Okay. It will use its reaction
To not die immediately.
to not be dying. There we go. You do still have one action left.
We'll hit again.
Okay.
She'll try to. No, we won't do anything.
Okay. That will take us to Father Liam.
Time to pre-cook this guy. Electric arc.
Zappy zap.
No.
As soon as I can find it.
Father Liam, boy.
He does succeed. He's only going to take half damage.
A 19 on the dot.
Oof.
Right. But his turn has not come around yet, so he does not have his reaction.
That was my thought.
All right.
Oh.
So a little bit of teamwork, some crucial criticals, and you're standing amongst the debris of Tuskgutter and its offspring.
Right. I think it's time to get the skin in, and we need to take this thing's head, right? The big one, anyway?
Yes.
Right. I say we take the small one's head, too, because if one trophy's good, 2 is better.
Tuskgutter and son of Tuskgutter.
Yeah.
And so I'm no expert, but if there's an offspring, surely that means there's a mate, right?
In theory, it all depends on where the bomb ass genetics are coming from. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I might still just take a poke around and see if there's any signs of another one that might be out hunting or something.
True.
And yeah, I'll look around for, more tracks, signs that there were in fact 2 gigantic boars here. All that sort
Yeah.
of stuff.
That is a good thought.
Me perception roll.
I am very perceptive.
Oh,
There doesn't seem to be. I mean, there's a bunch of boar tracks around, but nothing that indicates that there's another boar of unusual size. Or maybe there is. You don't know.
Can I check out the cave, Chris?
Certainly can.
as I'm skinning these things and taking the heads, I'm also trying to get as much meat as I can as well.
Okay.
If possible.
Sure. So whoever's searching the cave can give me a seek roll, and skinning the boars and getting the meat off them would be a survival roll.
Roger, roger.
Seeking it up.
Okay.
$18 on the survival for the skinning and butchering.
All right. So it's going to take you a little while to skin both of these things, probably like a couple hours.
Easy,
to,
yeah.
To skin them and get the meat off them.
Mm-hmm.
As you look around the cave, Snow Maple, it's an animal cave. There's no sign of anything of any value. There's no like the bones that you find are largely animal bones.
Mm-hmm.
The occasional humanoid bone, maybe a leg bone, but nothing of any value.
All right.
How's magic doing?
Does it look like the cave is big enough to have supported a third giant hog?
Maybe if they were real cozy.
Hmm.
But
it looks like Tuskgutter got the child in the divorce.
that's entirely possible. But
What you're saying is that there should be some boar child support payments laying around.
Yeah.
Gotta cash those checks.
Yeah.
But yeah, taking a look around, and the stories that you've heard, like the one hunter that you spoke with, he obviously got back. He just lost his leg in the process. And much like you guys, like after the little boar charged the father and walloped him, and you guys are like, maybe we should GTFO. That was probably a pretty common thought.
Yeah.
So a lot of people got out with their lives and most of their limbs.
Yeah, well, I was pretty sure I was down and out when it charged at me.
Yeah.
Nah, we got your back.
Yeah. Not.
Hey, Snow Maple, you wanna patch this up?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity,
Oh, and I'll patch your shield up too.
Excellent.
what sex is Tuskgutter? Is it male or female?
Tuskgutter is female.
Gotcha. I thought so.
Oh, you never been healed so good.
Critical success. Nice.
GD.
Critical success for 6 points.
Nice.
It's the best 6 points ever, though.
Best 6 points ever.
Mhm.
And taking the time to break out the toolkit and repair the shield. Give me 1 second. Remember how to do this?
Then we're gonna need some palm fronds and some pineapple.
Yep, we're going to dig a big hole, light a fire in it, sort of put it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get a nice bed of coals going.
Yep. I feel you. I'm on the same wavelength. I think we should try and discover a meal with this and see what happens.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Oh, we should have made Tuskgutter stomach haggis.
Oh boy. Be as big as you.
Feed the multitude.
Oh, I'll hero point that check.
Okay.
It's true. We're not flush with steel shields.
No.
There we go.
In even better shape than it was before.
There you go.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor's just like, and a coat of paint.
Yep. The spoiler and the...
A spoiler.
Make it go faster.
Yep. Some tinting, you know what I'm saying?
Lick red paint.
Yep.
Whew.
Not illegal tinting, just the right amount of tinting.
No, we're white and gold here. White and gold. Can't put the red paint on here.
Are you sure? It makes it go faster.
It does.
My little detect magic's not picking up anything, huh?
No, it is not. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything magical in nature. Nothing from Tuskgutter or anything. Just seems like it was a natural mutation.
That's some mutation.
Steroids in the water.
Exceptional specimen. It's kind of sad that they're both dead, but
It ain't that sad.
a little bit. Traxton says a few words, if anybody cares to pay attention.
Sure.
Yeah, Liam would absolutely pay attention as you say words.
Yeah.
It's not his words, but he'd pay attention.
Just stuff along the lines of it probably wasn't your time, but unfortunately you had to go, and you won't be a waste, those kind of words.
Yeah, always give thanks for your dinner.
Yep.
I'll document it for the official records.
Good to know.
Alright. Other than that, you guys do have like one exploration activity left if you would like to start moving on, if you want to finish checking out this hex, see if there's anything else of note.
I was gonna say, do we want to chart the area?
Yeah, might as
Probably
well,
should, right?
Explored?
might as well reconnoiter this hex while we're
Isn't that
here.
how it works, Chris?
Yes. Yeah, you can take time to basically to reconnoiter it so that it can be mapped.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Good plan.
Yeah. So we take care of issues in the zone. In the zone, I'll use those kind of terms, and then we sort of come back and map it all.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah, you spend the rest of the day kind of like checking out the area. There's definitely wildlife here, but there's nothing else of note. It would seem like
it'll take a while for the pig meat to cook.
it would.
Yeah.
Yep.
Glorious pork chops and bacon.
I'm guessing this is going to be a great place to make camp.
It smells really good.
Probably not a lot of natural predators hanging out here.
No,
Probably not.
not for a while anyway.
So whoever is doing the actual map can give me a survival roll.
That's straight up survival.
Straight up survival.
Probably me.
Yeah, mine's only +2.
Mine's +8. So
Yeah, mine's a 6.
You win.
I'm almost afraid to risk aiding because of the critical fail possibility.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Father's got this one in the bag.
He got it as per usual.
It's a cloak, right?
Oh yeah, for +1. Uh-huh.
Hey, take the +1s where you can get them.
Well, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I think there's a spell that can actually turn that cloak into something fancy, like make it look good, as opposed to.
Oh,
I would like to cast laundry.
that
I
dirty.
like to cast.
I think it's called restyle.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, you just change what your clothing looks like with the spell slot.
I can't wear this cloak. It looks like coyote hide.
It looks like mangy coyote hide.
Uh-huh.
We got to fix that. It
I
needs to be-
mean, that's
good.
because it is
It
a
needs to be-
JK.
Is that change a permanent or cosmetic thing, or is it illusionary?
It is actually transmutation, I guess, and it is permanent.
Oh, that's cool. Transmog.
And it is on every spell list.
Oh, really? I might have to pick that one up at some point.
so we don't clash.
Right, or we match.
How do you think the Iron Wraiths have everything looking the same?
Fair.
Yeah.
Ugh, those guys.
Really, we should get a wand of restyle so that we can just pass it around each day to change our outfits as we need to.
Yeah, those boots won't do, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
could do
fix those boots.
We could do like holiday outfits and everything too. Like we could get real
Oh yeah, we could have like corporate Christmas cards.
involved with it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Snow Maple is not wearing a uniform.
And you guys laughed at the Iron Wraiths for exactly that sort of thing.
Uh-huh. It's true.
Yeah, it's because we weren't doing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of admired them for it, but
they're them and not us. That's why we did it.
It's fine. If Snow Maple doesn't wear a uniform, then we could just design the uniform to match with Snow Maple's outfit.
It's true.
outfits by osmosis.
Exactly. Exactly.
I hope you like Dusky Gray on Dusky Gray.
Non-consensual coordination.
Alrighty. So who would like to prepare the campsite?
I guess I will.
Okay. 14. Now I assume you probably could have been doing this like while the boar's being skinned and everything, and then you set up the campsite, and then you can come back after you've reconnoitered.
Oh, cool.
25. 25 is a critical success once again.
It's a good cloak.
Consistent.
Camping activities. Would anybody like to camouflage this campsite?
I don't know if we need to today, but we can give it a try. It seems
Yeah, me and Snow Maple will do the thing.
Okay.
seems to be something I'm pretty good at.
Okay. So it's a stealth roll from both. Father Liam, you're looking for a 20 to give a bonus.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, but I'll try.
Oof.
Learning new things.
Doesn't happen at all.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
Critical failure.
We're not learning anything.
Fresh out of hero points. Turns out there's a sign.
Tuskgutter's lair this way.
Yeah.
Father starts hanging up like bells and stuff.
Okay, decrease the encounter DC by 2, and flat checks for crit, they crit on a 19 or a 20. Alright, would anybody like to cook?
I have a quick
Yeah, I've
question.
still got a.
Sorry, what's
Oh,
the
you go.
impact of the boar on our food situation? Any?
I will count it as subsistence, so that would be another, like, 5 substance that you've got.
The subsistence unit that I can forge, sort of thing.
Yep.
Okay, so 5 more. Gotcha.
Yep, because Truxton's skilled at foraging, so we'll have
Okay.
that play into it.
Gotcha. Perfect. Sorry.
Does anybody want to cook anything?
Yeah, I've still got my occult tome of cooking recipes.
Okay.
So I'll do the cooking tonight.
Would you like to cook a basic meal, or would you like to make some more haggis?
So I think with a basic meal, I'll be able to feed the party, right?
Yeah, it's the rations between the basic meal and haggis are the same.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
a basic meal though, we can substitute the subsistence units instead though.
Yep.
Of rations. So
yeah, I will cook basic meals.
Okay.
Using the subsistence from Tuskgutter. To make everyone some nice, pork chops or like a ham glaze.
Okay, perfect. Easter dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Easter dinner out of a gigantic dire boar.
There we go. It's now officially our holiday episode.
and sorry, just to make sure I'm calculating this right. So everybody's going to eat. So that's a unit for everybody, right?
So a basic meal, it's 2 basic ingredients and 1 ration or provisions per serving.
2 basic and 1. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So it'll be 12 basic ingredients?
Yep.
Yeah. 6
And
sub-units.
1 ration.
Nope, no rations.
Well, because we need 6 meals and we got 5 units from Tuskgutter.
Yep.
I already had 3 units of subsistence already.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
So we have 2 units left, I think.
Okay, perfect.
Subsistence, right? 6,
Yep.
It's going to be a rustic campfire Easter dinner.
Does anybody wish to try to discover a special meal? You do need to be trained in cooking lore, and I think that's only the professor, so.
Yep.
Anybody wish to go hunting and gathering?
Yes, I do. I would like to procure, well, it's the camp stuff. Never mind.
Yep.
Okay.
What kind of roll is that? That's survival?
It is survival.
Okay, no, I don't think so.
16 on the dice.
Okay, so it's a 23, not quite a critical success, so that's going to be 14 basic.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 special.
Okay. I got 30 basic and 11 special now. Does that match?
It sounds right.
Okay.
Does anybody want to try to learn cooking from the professor? Like, as he's preparing dinner, he can instruct somebody in how to make haggis.
I would love to.
Okay.
Is that something you could do if you've already done something else, or no?
No. You could do it, but it would be in like another 2-hour block, which extends your entire camping.
Okay, no worries.
But that is a perception roll. And 20 is exactly what you needed. So yeah, as the professor is like cooking up the bacon and the pork chops and the ham and everything else, you're like, so what spices went in? I mean, you're the company clerk, as it were, so you're like making notes, like, so how many onions go in the haggis? And by the end of the cooking session, you've got enough information to know how to make haggis as well.
I got 3 books going on. One is court documents, one is general history, and one is cookbook.
Yeah.
And I'll say this rest, since I'm teaching Moot Point how to make haggis. You seem interested in tomes and books, and you seem like a learned fellow, Mr. Humblecap.
Thank you.
And I'll just like start flipping through more pages of my tome. And yeah, Trevor, you'll basically see that like as I flip through, it turns from a cookbook to like a book of animals and creatures to a book just written in a different language. And like almost every couple pages is an entirely different tome.
That's fantastic. My voice in my head telling me anything, Chris?
Nope. The
Yeah,
voice in your head is
I found
oddly
that
silent.
All right.
Kill everyone? No, that's not
was-
what they said.
kill everyone.
The last thing it told me was I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Interesting.
Since that happened,
And
I've only
they-
taken 1 point of damage, so maybe it was right.
So does it talk to you often?
It never shuts up, except for right now. It must be pretty impressed with your book.
It actually went very quiet after Tuskgutter was killed.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I'll relay that. Yeah, it's normally is, but it's ever since Tuskgutter was killed, it shut up. Maybe it was Tuskgutter.
Yes. Maybe you had a pig living in your head the entire time.
Well, that would be such a relief. I would never hear it again.
Right, and what would Flower like to do? Just relax again? Oh, did we lose Zach?
Looks like
Here we are.
Oh, there we go.
Thing was being weird for a sec.
No worries. What would Flower like to do?
Well, if anybody had anything that needed buffed out or something, he'd offer that up. If not, he's just going to pack it in for the evening.
Okay.
Nothing really needs to do right now. I think every other base is kind of covered right now.
Alrighty. So, you guys have supper. You guys can decide whether you want to eat the basic meal that the chef has prepared, or whether you would just want to eat rations or salvage.
Into some meat.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Just for my tracking, make sure you speak up if you're not going to eat the meal because it uses subsistence units.
how many haggis do we have?
He didn't make any haggis. He just kind of like threw some of the boar meat together with some like the berries and stuff. It's a basic meal. It's not a special meal.
Yeah, no, I mean, Hall will eat that.
Perfect. All right. So I need the professor to give me a cooking lore roll.
Alrighty.
The fun thing is you choose what you're eating before he rolls to see how well he prepared it.
Fair.
Do we still have a hero point? I'm gonna hero point my meal roll.
Okay.
Oh, way better.
Hooray!
There you go.
Good meal.
I mean, if you can't make a meal out of a giant pig.
The real danger comes if he rolls a critical failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's undercooked.
Then it's undercooked and everybody has trichinosis and everybody is at penalties on anything that happens until your daily preparations. But yes, the meal is good. It's a success, so everybody gets +1 to any saving throws until you begin your daily preparations in the morning. So if anything should happen in the evening, maybe as a result of the failed camouflage roll, everybody gets +1 to their saves.
Right.
This is great, Professor.
Thanks. I've never actually cooked with pork before. It's not common where I'm from. So I'm glad it turned out well. I was scared I'd maybe undercook it or something, but seems like the fire pit did a hell of a job.
It's a
Yeah,
good
it's-
cooked pig.
You gotta figure out how to make some ribs out of this thing. Pork ribs are the best ribs.
I hope that's a recipe, but it's like, I don't know, salamander ribs or something.
I believe there is a rib recipe, actually.
That's awesome.
Black dragon rib.
Yeah. Prepare carefully with lots of basic solutions.
Plenty of baking soda.
Yeah, exactly.
Needs more salt.
pH is very important.
I've heard that a sprinkle of flour is supposed to keep your bacon from curling up on you.
I always do mine in the oven.
Oh,
Oven bacon's the way to go.
It is. It keeps it nice and straight, crispy.
Yep.
I should try baking in the air fryer sometime.
It's so easy, I can do it.
Yeah. Air fryer does a very good job as well. You just have to kind of watch splatter, but it does a great job. All right. You guys go about your watches. You were correct. The presence of a gigantic boar in the area does tend to keep other things away.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just killed the apex predator.
Hooray!
There's about to be a power shift.
They don't know Tuskgutter's gone, so it's fine.
There's a power vacuum in the ecology.
The next apex creature is going to be like a giant rabbit or something.
All right.
Legendary beast of Antioch.
There you go.
Hear me out. We hunt the squirrels first, and then we stuff the squirrel into a rabbit. And then we stuff the rabbit into a boar.
What?
It's like small game turducken.
Yeah.
Then you wrap the whole thing in a camel.
And then
That
stuff it inside
goes
a doll.
into a dragon.
I saw a recipe once for a stuffed camel.
Sure.
It was like chickens inside of sheep inside of a camel, and there was like
Oh yeah.
20 chickens and like 10 sheep all inside a camel.
Yeah, those are the richest weddings.
Yep.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
All right. So the morning comes. It is another lovely sunny day.
Ooh.
All right, so now we need to head east and look for the sycamore tree.
East,
of
northeast.
the bandit camp.
Right.
It's looking for gremlins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. This morning I'll shift my lore to be gremlin lore.
Okay.
Today also I would like to assign some abilities to my familiar, flying and telepathic communication, that touch one.
Okay. And you guys are heading east.
This is what we were told.
All right.
To the bandit.
Perfect. Everybody can hit their the rest button. Anybody who wants to change out spells can do so.
I've only
Alright.
got 2 spells, and they are both item-based.
And Traxton can give me a sense direction roll.
Absolutely. I'm going to spend an action point, if you can be so kind as to deduct it for me.
Okay.
That's going to be a 12 roll.
A 12.
Yep.
Okay.
Not great, but the previous one was even worse.
And 18 is plenty. So you guys head off east. Back into the open plains. It does take you one of your 2 exploration actions to traverse this hex, but you do have 1 action left if you would like to traverse another hex, or if you would like to reconnoiter this particular one.
I'm thinking we explore this one. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think reconnoitering around is good.
Okay.
If this is going to be where we start up.
We're not in a hurry, right? So
We're not currently on the clock, so
Nope.
if we want to do some mucking about, now's the time.
Get an idea what's out here. Right?
Okay, perfect. So you guys spend the day kind of examining this this area. There's nothing that really kind of draws your attention. Although Snow Maple, you can give me a seek roll because you did buy the spyglass.
Oh, yes, please.
good news. There's no heretics that I could see.
Depending on how far away it is, let me know if you need a second opinion.
Well, let's see if I see any heretics.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 25. I think what I'll do for success, I'll let you basically get an idea what's in an adjacent hex, and for a critical, I'll let you get an idea what's in 2 adjacent hexes. That seems a fair way to have criticals mean something.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So pick 2 hexes that you would like to kind of get some information about.
Ooh.
Oh, fancy. Let's
Maybe
do
Scarlet hex.
that one and that one. So yeah, we'll do both along the river there.
Okay, perfect.
I feel like the along the river hexes are going to be pretty important.
Yeah.
To the one to the north, it looks like there's some rocky crags and stuff in that area. But you do see the glint of something metallic, sunlight bouncing off something metallic.
Oh, cool.
And give me a mining lore roll or a nature roll.
I don't think I have either one of those, so it would just be my Pathfinder bonus, I guess.
Yep. So you get to add your level to whatever skill it is.
Is that a recall knowledge or?
It is a recall knowledge.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can't tell what type of what it might be. You're pretty certain that the glint is maybe like an ore vein, but you can't tell what type.
Okay. I feel like that's a strong indicator.
Yeah. Good find, actually.
So some kind of mineral deposits in that area.
We're checking out.
Natural resources.
And the other one, for some reason I can't ping on. This one, it's largely open plains, but couple of probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 miles from where you are. And you can just barely see it as you start to lose things because of the earth curvature. You see a quite large tree.
Ah, perfect.
And again, you can give me a recall knowledge.
I do have nature.
Yep. It's so far away you can't quite make out what type of tree it is.
All right. Yeah. Can I show it to everybody else?
Sure.
Just in case. Because if it's a sycamore, it might be the one we're looking for. And it'd be a little further away than the camp than they told us, but I don't know, maybe.
Can I tell what it is?
Whoever is looking can give me a recall knowledge.
I would like to look at tree.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
I feel like something bad might happen if I look through the telescope, though, with my vision and the telescope.
Yeah, probably not a good plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, with your enhanced vision from your tattoo, kind of like look in the direction, and that is definitely a sycamore tree.
Okay. Yeah. That's what it would say. It'd be like, yep, definitely sycamore.
Okay.
A lot of things grow big around here.
Part of me is starting to wonder if there is something in the water.
Maybe.
Could be. Maybe gremlin crap makes the boars big. I don't know.
Might be good farmland.
But yes, you have spotted what appears to be a large sycamore tree, and what appears to be an ore vein of some sort.
Yeah.
But with that, I think we'll call it there since we're getting on towards 6 o'clock.
Awesome.
Everybody gets... Just one sec, let me find the XP for Tuskgutter. 60 XP. Because oddly enough, Tuskgutter was a low encounter.
Oh.
Oh.
So that's 712, right?
I believe that puts you at 712.
Okay.
Yep.
I get.
Awesome.
Alrighty, thanks for running.
Perfect.
I bet it wouldn't have felt like a low encounter if it had hit me.
I am amazed at how everything's coming together for us. I'm not used to it. It's
Oh, the
we're using
jinx.
tactics. We're
The jinx is
not
in.
blowing every dice roll. It's amazing.
I
Being
think
confident, so overrated.
Tuskgutter with a Tusk hit does 2d6 plus 6.
That's a lot.
Ouch.
Yeah.
My 22 hit points would not have enjoyed that.
Yeah, nor mine.
The real danger is on a charge, the plus 14 to hit.
Yeah. No, I noticed that.
Yes, Snowmap will dodge the shit out of that.
Crit time.
So that vastly increased crit range, and the way the charge works is it moves twice and strikes. It's like the sudden charge from a barbarian.
But with the
Alrighty.
additional bonus
Shit got done
of being
dirty
able to
by.
hit better.
That's such a good ability. Rangers get one of those
Wow.
charge attack things too, but not nearly as good.
Yeah.
I am starting to get really happy that I took sudden charge.
It's really good.
It seems awesome.
Yeah. Well, anything you can get that like saves you an action, right? Because that's really what sudden charge does.
Yep, exactly.
It's just really good at like counteracting the fact that I am movement deficient.
That also, yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Well,
really
you guys have a
enjoying.
good weekend. I'm going to go
Quick draw.
stop ignoring mom and dad.
All right.
Alright.
A good one.
Have a good night.
See you tomorrow, Chip.
Perfect.
Cheers.
All right. But yeah, anything that can save you in action, and that's what a lot of feats do. Like quick draw is great because it allows you to draw your weapon and attack with it.
Yeah.
So anything that buys you an action essentially is a pretty big deal.
Right.
And that's why there's very few things that give you like more actions. Like if you're hasted, you'd get an additional action. There's a couple other things that give you quicken, but extra actions are rare. But action saving is a big thing.
Gotcha. I got a quick clarification question. I was just looking at the familiar abilities a little while ago, and there's two abilities I think might be able to work together. There's one that gives your familiar every round. If you don't command it, it gives it one action. And then there's another one that gives it an ability where it can retrieve items for you. So I'm wondering the two of those would work together to where I could use my familiar to essentially give me like one time a quick draw for two of my swords.
He could draw one of your swords for you.
We'll be able to draw one of them. Okay. So my thought was being able to try and obviously I do have the ability to take quick draw when I level up, but I was just thinking about like the scenario of like shooting a bow and then using like that ability to get the weapons out, but it would be one.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I would be able to spend one of my own actions to draw the other, though. Like, is that something doable?
Exactly.
Okay, so it would cut me down by one anyway. Okay, good to think about.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. Well, have a good night, everyone. Have a good Easter.
Yeah.